But never mind, we're not even going to entertain that conversation. We go right over to the Yomi.
Ooh, and I thought Bihan needed a breath mint.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm actually kind of upset, I'll be real.
I am a little bit too, but
I'm disappointed.
Johnny is one of the better characters in the game. Especially, we're actually not even seeing the chameleon shell here from Bandinoz, which is arguably his best cameo ever since she did come out. But Kung Lao still very solid for him. Allows him for...
Oh yeah, I don't even think it's a case of like, arguably to be real. I think she's just really at this point been defined as like his best cameo option.
Yeah.
But there's a difference maker too, right? Like, we all know Bandinoz is a more dedicated Rain main, so maybe there's just not the time that's been put in to adjust to Johnny with that game plan as of yet. Which would be understanding, go to the more consistent pick. There's also a preferential thing. Like, I'm definitely a player that is a fan of a cameo like Chameleon, but is stressed by constantly having to divert my eyes to check her status. I prefer something that's more consistent like Lao. I want to know what my options are at all times instead of having to check what they are.
Yeah, very understandable. And we're also going to be seeing the Lao shell here out from Coldest as he gets a beautiful pickup. Should be enough to get him the round, and it does. You know, the thing about the Lao shell, while you don't get as much guaranteed axe setups as you do with Kano, this is just a pure mixed one. Even with axe, without axe, no matter what, he always has a way of confirming into big damage. Wow, what a beautiful uplock there from Bandinoz. Full combo punish into the nice little corner reset here.
Yeah, and you know you're going to safe jump that. There's like no situation where a Johnny player is not going to do it. And gives up a lot of that room. It's always one of those, right? They will do the back throw to reduce the chance of it getting tech. But you kind of give up Johnny's wet dream, right? Having them trapped in the corner while plus framing them. Bandinoz does not seem to be worried about it.
Yeah, looking for a chip out scenario here, and he's going to find it with the down one Rising Star and goes into the hype meter buildup to get that locked and loaded. Big damage or big pressure now on the side of Bandinoz here. Or, yeah, on Bandinoz. There we go.
On the Bandino. Here he goes, getting chucked the other way. Beautiful answer. Oh, and that's the problem with the hype minigame. It actually turns every single one of your special moves into their own version of a 50-50. Oh, that would have been a beautiful with punish had he been in there. Notice how he was very non-committal too when he saw the back reset.
Yeah, and now...
There he goes, gonna go for a setup, pressure, nice little throw ski.
It's just something so disrespectful how he flips you in the air before slamming you down on that throw.
Oh, this is gonna lead into a big comeback factor. Nice damage on the board. Now, if you're in chat questioning, is this gonna kill, then I've got educational facilities that I want to send you towards. But in the meantime, we do know that this is a big momentum switcher. And clock in on those chesticles. Look at that damage. Wakes up and immediately puts the axe down, man. He's not even close enough to have them block it. And now this is where this gets problematic.
Heavy reliance here on that Lao hat. Ghost Rider's going for the Shadow Dash, making some space here. Hat goes down, and the axe as well. Gets him with the overhead, straight into the fatal blow. Very smart there from Coldest, being aware of the meteor situation Bandinoz, and going early to get the guaranteed kill and taking game number 1.
Yeah, that fella just presented him some General Knuckles. Got a good whiff of those. Straight into fatal blow confirmed, and we're gonna get our first point on the board from Coldest, who's been on a tear tonight. We already mentioned beforehand, had to get through competitors like Ludi to qualify for the top 16. And Bandinoz on the list of high-level competitors you do not want to run into in bracket. Coldest completely undeterred. And there's just something about that confidence that the general gives you. When you get really, really dedicated to his game plan, there is a bit of like a lack of fear that I feel like a lot of Shao players should start picking up.
I mean,
what am I scared of? I'm in charge.
He had to have, that was like the manliest play though. He throws down the Lao hat, throws down the axe, then dashes in from full screen for a raw overhead into the conversion into fatal. He just, as you said, just this character just exudes confidence. You gotta play the character like he expresses himself. Everything is full belief in whatever he does.
But now Bandinoz making the switch over to Baraka Striker, choosing the box, and in 2 situations Coldest has not only contested in manners that I would qualify as incorrect, but has managed to get out of jail with it anyway. Here's the pickup. No, drops it. Lao giving you that free confirm off the overhead.
I think he thought he was going to be getting the jump in there, but just maybe slightly messed up, didn't hold long enough. Still gets another chance here as he gets the beautiful jump in. Big damage. Unfortunately, did not have the bar to continue it though.
Alright, nice. Not going to take the down 2 trade. I think for Xiao that'd be such a good trait to take too.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the best characters in the game as far as being in front of your opponent while they have their booty on the floor. Well, never mind. I don't think any amount of general armor is gonna save you from premium lead bullets.
Yeah, and now all the stab wounds, the bleed is going to be in effect, which also increases, you know, Baraka's chip damage. It's gonna be a matter of, can Coldest manage to catch this one up here? It's going to just barely lose out to the projectile. Bandinoz, very well done there with a nice little comeback.
I mean, that's gotta be one of the most like disrespectful fatal combinations to deal with too. You have Striker come out and puts a bunch of holes in you, and then Baraka just comes and just rechecks them real quick.
He kind of just
is that overhead again?
But gets
manages to evade. Oh, could have actually continued to push the pace. I think if he would have went for stand 2, I don't know if Striker would have been close enough to hit him anyway. He might have still been able to get a combo.
Yeah, I think he
but
was
of course
just,
easier said from the commentator's booth.
At that point, it was just a matter of, I'm not sure if it's going to hit me if I try to press the advance. Let's just play it safe, but it looks like the safety might be working more on the side of Bandinoz here, as Coldest is still stuck in this corner.
And this is interesting to me too. Watching a Baraka who feels a little hesitant to me. I don't know if you're getting the same vibe from him. I think usually the whole benefit of his team is using Striker to cover the fact that you never have to second guess. And Bandinoz, while he's winning pretty successfully here, seems like he just hasn't had his foot on the pedal to the level that you'd expect. Falls for the overhead after the...
All of that, that's the scary thing about dealing with General Xiao is you're free to just sit there as much as you want, but at the end of the day, he does have some very oppressive overheads. Big punish coming in here from Bandinoz, keeps it nice and simple for the 30%, and back into the corner you go to have to deal with all of this pressure once again.
On the double hitting back 3.
Or try to go for something.
Yeah, I was like going for some squeaky little combos. I think usually after most Baraka players, after the second rep of back 3-1, call it quits, start converting this to something simpler. Maybe Bandinoz has some tech I don't know about. I think a little chomp out of crime.
And now just playing that life lead, you know, that's the thing that he's known for when he's on the reign. He'll get that life lead, just run away, and, you know, very patient player, and it seems it's paying off here. Is going to be tying it up with the quickness of 1-to-1.
Yeah, and I think people will go under the radar with how effective Baraka zoning with the inclusion of Striker could be, especially against the character like Xiao. At mid-range, what option does he really have to get through it?
Pretty much.
He has to hold it, grenades force him to. And how much of that chip can he really take, especially if you're someone like Bandinoz and you've managed to acquire a life lead as grand as that. Any mistake can cost you, and you're just getting barraged with grenades and blades. And then don't forget, if you slip up and you get caught with that amplified blade spark, that does do bleeding damage.
Baraka, Striker, Sub-Zero.
And now we're gonna see.
Rednose, why don't you tell us in the chat? You're a better man than me.
So now we got the Sub-Zero shell coming out here from Coldest. A really great pairing for Shao Kahn. You know, he doesn't have the best ability to deal with zoning, as Bandinoz was, you know, very smartly exposing here in that last match. So we're going to be having the Sub-Zero armor. So a lot of that Striker grenades, a lot of that zoning that Bandinoz was introducing in the last game, not going to be as much of a factor as it was now.
Alright, tries to slam the axe down again. Gonna get contested there, Bandinoz, and you see the Striker grenades following suit just in case that didn't work out. And again, Coldest has just been completely unwilling to do that down 2 contest. Gets caught up again. Here's the breaker.
A lot more confidence now in Bandinoz' pressure. Coldest trying to shut it down as much as he can, but, you know, every time Bandinoz gets an opportunity here, we are now seeing just full commitment on everything as long as he has that Striker available to him.
Nice poke back. The extended disjoint on that poke really problematic for a lot of characters too. Here's the pickup.
Wow. Very smart.
And a real quick adjustment.
Yeah. That's the great thing about Bandinoz, that when he notices his cameos here are available, he's super very much aware of adapting that combo to fit it, and just continuing with this amazing Baraka gameplay. Looking to...
He got through that.
Wow.
He got... In what other instance are you used to seeing anybody of merit be able to actually wake up armored through that? It's something about those wake up armored specials that like leap you off the floor. Raiden in some situations will avoid some setups in the same manner.
Oh, beautiful tech there from Coldest. Techs it again!
Oh, and then what I would have called a whip punish, but honestly, we were watching it. I thought it was mashing. I thought it was pressing for his life.
Oh, beautiful up block here from Bandinoz, shutting down the momentum here from Coldest, forcing his breaker. And now, Coldest got to be careful. He doesn't have a lot of confirms here.
Ooh!
For early setups.
And this is the problem too, is that the second hit of that 2-2 string is connecting, but since the first one is whiffing, right, and especially if you're a player of like a certain level of caliber, you can't overcommit if you see that the move is whiffing. So you see him go for his non-conversion option, he's losing out on so much damage.
Yeah,
back throw again, a couple spikes through the areola. It's unfortunate.
Tries to go for the whiff punish, not able to get it just in time, but is still going to be getting the back throw here with the Sub-Zero armor. Bandinoz does have to be a little bit careful.
All right, nice patience, because he's been getting caught up with that double hitting back three a fair amount of times. This throw is going to be more than enough.
This is a very important round here. Winner will be going up on set point. You know, opponent will be getting the opportunity of going for one last character or cameo switch here. Well, after that, they will be locked in for the rest of the set. So it's going to be a matter of really who wants to have that counter picker's choice. But if this potentially goes all the way to a final game.
Alright, going for the accent, manages to find the jump. I mean, how beautifully spaced was that?
Just could not get that any more better in terms of Coldest positioning. But now, returning the sender is going to be Bandinoz with his own full combo. Striker in full max here, so there's going to be a lot of chip damage going to be brought into this scenario.
This is what I'm saying. Alright, Coldest finally starting to do it. It's very, very hard. It's possible, but it's very hard to time those striker names so consistently that you can't contest in a gap there. This is either game, set, match, or as close to it as you can get.
I mean, I like the...
I think mini games matter here.
He tried to drop the combo early and to not build the breaker and then go for the throw because he was in percentage, but Bandinoz fully aware of that, gets the beautiful punch on the throw with the fatal blow to take it. Bandinoz now going to be going up on set point with that 2-1 lead.
Alright, Cold will give the opportunity to make the adjustment here. We'll see what strategy he decides to go for to try to shut this down. He at least knows what his next match is, as he has to continue to contest with one of the most vicious compositions in Mortal Kombat 1, Baraka and Striker.
And people were saying that, you know, Baraka Cyrex was the bigger problem, and now here it is again, you know, same story, we're just going to take a slight addition to it. Instead, we're just going to make it a projectile instead of a moving body.
Well, I mean, listen, there's Baraka Cyrex, what it was definitely, I feel like, you know, it was problematic. I think the biggest issue that I had was watching a lot of Baraka memes try to readjust after Cyrex was gone and go through that whole depression phase it put them through. Like they just got dumped by their girlfriend for 4 months when they were told they couldn't use Cyrex anymore. You know, the better men, they held that L, they went in the gym, they did their pull-ups, and they got a new girlfriend. She happens to work for the NYPD.
You know, when people said, you know, fuck the police, Baraka kind of took that quite literally.
You know what I'm saying? It's like...
Oh, great challenges here from Bandinoz, just not letting Coldest get any sort of game plan going here.
Yeah, and can try to zone back, but that's the thing, right? Xiao's options are either going to be Lao Hat or one of the slowest, can we even call it a projectile? You know,
yeah.
In the game as far as just slamming that axe down full screen. I have a feeling Baraka's going to be able to react to that pretty consistently. And this is where it starts getting tough, right? Bandinoz has seemed to have made the adaptations needed. We see no wake-up knee there to try to contest. Dedicated to the game plan.
Now sitting on set point here for Bandinoz as he just finds opening after opening, just really abusing that impatience on wake up here from Coldest, having to hold this constant pressure. Tries to go for the back door with a beautiful tech though, and with Bandinoz, you know, just that aggression does not stop.
Yeah, and I like that you see Bandinoz too, like getting these knockdowns and not immediately going for the striker call out. It's good in some situations, right, to off of certain conversions to get that guaranteed next pressure sequence, but I do think when their backs to the wall, it's not worth, especially when you're carrying the match momentum like this. But this could get flipped on him very fast.
Oh my god.
Falls for the fake hard to blockable setup. It's actually a double low.
And now 40%, a one-touch scenario.
Ooh,
keeps running it, gets the mix.
I mean, poke him with anything, yeah.
Yeah, so smart. Just goes for the down one. Would check out the armor if Bandinoz attempted to go for it. But final round here, Coldest could tie things up here.
Let's see if this is going to be our first. Yeah! It's not time.
We're legally obligated not to spoil it until it actually happens.
Let's see if this will be our first yet.
With the command grab here.
Alright, let's see. This is a very treacherous situation to get out of. Nice patience.
I like the walk back there from Coldest, but Bandinoz just chasing him down with the armor. Still gets the catch.
Ooh! Lifted him up with his mental energy. That's such an unfortunate whiff. He's gonna get. Yeah, he's. Would have been forced to spend breaker for his life. I mean, literally, Coldest just needs a turn.
And he finds it! Gets the read on the grab with the down to be tying up the set 2-2 here. Ladies and gentlemen, do you guys have any idea where we are currently going now?
You go first.
Because, I think it's, no more spoilers needed here. Because, ladies and gentlemen, right now, we are currently going to a game!
Alright, Goku.
Game 5 between Coldest and Bandinoz. Winner will be in winner's side top 8. And we're seeing the last character change here from Bandinoz going for the Lao Goro.
I hope you have brought your army.
We'll see how effective it is. Shao does have some meaningful armor gaps. You can adjust your Lao timing to cover them, right? Like we did see Bandinoz taking advantage of that same strategy moments ago with Johnny Cage. Taking something like that 2-1-2 string, right? Which it's just embedded in you as a beginner MK player to fuzzy all the time. Now you lose the ability to do so if it's covered appropriately.
Oh my god. Coldest has been so good at reading these projectiles from Bandinoz. The constant pressure beats out the armor!
And I'll tell you too, that's the difference maker for the Lao matchup is the ability to use armor block, armor bait setups. It was one of the adjustments that I started considering playing Reptile Goro because of how easily Reptile Goro could bait out that wake up from Lao and get conversions off.
Yeah, we're seeing the perfect adjustment of, you can swap your character, you can swap your cameos, but I still have ways of beating that out. Bandinoz able to get that beautiful opening this time around though.
Let's see as he continues to push the pace here. Nice with the sweep. Remember, there's also those mini poke setups into Goro, just as I'm bringing it up.
Alright, but no Goro available. He does still have access to 1 bar of meter, so 1 armored wake up, but it's a big opening here for Coldest.
Now, what makes this the most possible is just the fact that he managed to get the corner, but you've got to be concerned about Lao wake ups every single time.
He just did it again!
And I'll be honest, that's the most Kung Lao thing that you could do. Like, you play this character if you do that. You understand the mission.
If at first you don't succeed, just keep trying until it does.
Oh, and the poke on Goro, that's really bad. Goro already takes so long to come back on his own. I don't think there's another cameo in the game that is more like a father that went out to get a carton of milk than Goro. If that fella has to deal with a little bit of stress, he is gone to the market.
Lao's like, where are you going? And Goro's just like, the milk's expired, I'll be back.
You know what I'm saying? This fella will show up to help his children twice, and then it is your problem. I'll see you if you make the NBA.
Now, life lead on the side of Coldest now. Bandinoz realizing that, tries to make something happen here as the slowdown. Beautiful bait there on the up block. Coldest continuing this nice little life lead. But the armor, fatal blow available for both here. This could be the last moment of the set.
Yeah, at this point you chip out as much as you can. You try to bait out that one touch.
Yeah, armor is on the side here for Bandinoz. No access to Goro though, but Coldest doesn't want to get that close up to avoid that scenario. And
that's good.
Entirely. Okay, gets the trade here. The armor! No, that's it!
Bandinoz scraping a victory here against the Coldest, and we're going to watch this fatal blow hit now.
And just like Coldest's arms got yanked out of their sockets there by Goro, Bandinoz yanks that victory away from Coldest to move on to winner's side top 8. And the nice little celebratory bag as well.
And the bags in their little mouching outfits. You guys are best friends, don't lie.
Wait, hold on. He's calling in Krampus to murder Krampus.
This is as multiversal as it gets. If you haven't played the story by now, it's your fault for having the lore exposed to you. There is possible, it's very possible that there's an MK universe where this is just Shao. Like, in this universe, he is just cramping.
Yeah, but that is going to be it for that set there. Congratulations to Bandinoz being the first person to make it into winner's side top 8. Sending Coldest down to the loser's side, down but not out. Up next, though, ladies and gentlemen, as we said at the start of the stream, we're now going to be seeing the longest consistent SRS champion winner, Mighty Unjust, taking on our previous SRS champion, Almighty Rednose.
Which is going to be fair to both of them. They've both done it before, so nobody feels bad for them now. That's essentially what it ends up boiling down to. It's possible. And if I'm not mistaken, you did say before that Rednose got a victory over Unjust, and that's how he won last time?
No. Last time he won, he took down Sunio in Grand Finals after the reset. Okay. Unjust was not active in that tournament. So
so now I know 100% in Unjust's head. He's like, you won that because I wasn't there. And now it's up to Rednose to prove that that's not the case.
Exactly.
Yeah, as you guys can see, Bandinoz moving on to semifinals will face the winner of Illuminati versus DarkTheGoat, but that is a set that proceeds where we are now. It's not time to worry about it yet. For the moment, Unjust versus Rednose.
I don't know. Well, down 2 mana. It's Scar versus Bird. Yeah, off stream though.
Jesus. Alright, so we're gonna work on these invites momentarily. Rednose said he needs the PSN. Rednose, come on. You're too smart to be asking this. I'm gonna type it for you, but like, you're better than that.
Yo, you're right, Dialogue. I'm not spitting nothing but facts out here.
Skashmo's like, how'd you get close enough to know?
He's speaking from experience.
You know what I'm saying? That's to equate to be like Skash smells is one thing. To have taken in enough of the aroma to be able to define it that close. That's. Listen, if you know me, you know there's usually one question when motherfuckers start talking to me that I gotta know to know if they got their drip, if they're steezy. Did it stank, you know? That's such a pivotal bit of information that people usually don't want to offer. Oh, you know, I met my wife 3 years ago when we were... Yeah, but did it stink, though? Like...
This is not a conversation I thought I was going to be expecting in SRS.
Skash said, for the record, I have not shouted today. Dude, don't come in chat and confirm for him. Whatever happened to self-respect in 2024?
Johnny Cage.
Guys, there is a very minimal amount of credit that we get that puts us on the tier list as less degenerate than the Smash community. Let us not start admitting defeat when it comes to hygiene. It's one of the few things we got. We're more attractive than them and we smell better. So can we work together and keep that status, please?
Alright, so we have... You know, remember all that talk we were talking about how, you know, both these players play Kenshi? Yeah, throw that all out the window because we have a Johnny Mirror.
Now, I will say, when it went to character select, they were both on Kenshi.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem like they wanted to entertain it to that fashion. Playing double Johnny is kind of a different version of the same beast, right?
Yeah, we have seen Rednose be on Johnny before, so that's not something completely new. But when you think of Rednose or Unjust, the main things that you think of them is mostly their Kenshis.
Alright, here's the back throw.
I probably should specify for the chat which Johnny is who. So for anyone wondering, the Mighty Unjust is the Johnny in the black shirt, whereas Rednose is in the pink.
I mean, listen, if you want to be slick like me, sometimes I put it on the scoreboard.
That's what I was doing right now.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to kill you, second.
No. Thankfully, neither of them are part of a team, so it makes it so much simpler for me.
Sure. You killed it with this. Wonderful.
I didn't even spell shirt right, goddammit. The black shirt. There you go. I fixed
yeah,
it.
but
Chat.
please adjust that on the scoreboard. That's
We got Mr. Black versus Mr. Pink over here, and Mr. Black took game number 1.
Ooh, that's one of my favorite movies, actually. That's I like that.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage.
Guys, who in the chat knows what movie he was talking about? Be fast, be fast, be fast. Alright, and Unjust. Putting on a clinic, gonna take game 1.
Kenshi. Johnny Cage. Chameleon.
Rednose.
Sundo.
Doing everyone a great favor here and not setting the cost to, you know, he didn't set it to Forever King. So
he's
now
one
I
of
gotta
those,
gotta fix the thing. So we don't gotta worry about Mr. Black, Mr. Pink anymore because now we got Johnny versus Kenshi.
Yeah, because now it's Mr. Black versus Mr. Pink.
Yeah, wait, it still is. Hold on.
Sweep immediately. Now this is still a matchup that a lot of Kenshis complain about. So I don't know if they both went for the Johnny pick, trying to avoid being on what they perceive to be the less advantageous half of this setup.
Ooh, the new buff that Sub-Zero cameo got from the latest patch is that while the Sub-Zero armor is being put up, you can fall it into the shoulder charge, which used him as a great get-off-me tool.
I mean, you sit here and you watch. You know I haven't been on MK as much, like personally recently. I sit here and watch Rednose doing these Senso setups, doing the throwing to reset at full screen into punishing. It's just there's a reason people don't like this. I understand.
And just before anyone complains, it's not an exploit. It's a feature because it was confirmed by the devs themselves that that's working as intended.
Which is
very silly. I agree.
Look, I had to contain myself. I felt what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I like having a career.
We'll keep it PG-13 at best in here.
Alright, the pickup from Rednose again. And I wonder now if he's beating himself over the head, why didn't I just open the set with this? But of course, is that going to change it to Unjust doing the same thing? And switching over to his nice up block, yeah.
The big thing about Unjust is that he's
All
not
the baggy
just
waggies.
solely locked in here with the Johnny or the Kenshi. We've seen a multitude of characters, and we could be seeing the Baraka, we could be seeing the Tanya. He has, a plethora of characters that he could pull out here, and you basically just open the floodgates to him now that you've taken a game off him.
Alright, let's see what his next response is going to be.
I'll go ahead and flip these names since I know it's bound to happen.
You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Rednose. He didn't know what the PSN was, then he sets up the cop wrong. As an SRS champion, you have to lead by example, Rednose. That's all I'm going to say. People look up to you now.
I'm not betting Sento on this fight.
But we're going to be seeing Unjust sticking with the Johnny here, After that last game, it was looking very much like Rednose's favor, but we are going to be seeing the swap to the Lao shell here. Maybe looking for a more guaranteed offense with the Kung Lao rather than the situational depending on which form Chameleon is in.
Okay, taking their turns. The sub armor going to completely nullify the Lao hat. Rednose just gets to walk through it.
And just a very slow down. Oh, beautiful call out there with the forward one. That 9-frame advancing high, which for some reason is +3 on block, but anyway, Unjust taking a very, very helpful life lead here for him.
Alright, working his way through. Trying to be the best that he can be. Cover the shadow kick with the Lao hat. I like it.
Beautiful.
Listen, my dad always told me as a child, if you're going to go anywhere, be safe and bring a hat with you.
Round 2.
I mean, he took that advice to heart, as we see here, taking the first round versus him.
And as Kenshi's dad, I'm sure told him too, be careful, you could go blind like that. Gotta be cautious. Oh, here's the mini game, or we're gonna cancel it into Lao Hat to cover it.
So wait, hold on. Did Kenshi go blind because of Sento? So he's technically playing with himself and it made him go blind?
Listen, there are layers to the Mortal Kombat lore that I can't confirm, okay? Retcons in this universe are aplenty. It depends which version of Kenshi this is, you know? And in our universe, Melina. In other universes, you know? Blinded by different factors. In some universe, I'm sure there's a different reason he went blind.
Oh, and the returning of the bags here.
I'll be honest though, as dominating as that set was, I'm kind of unimpressed with the bags. I don't know. They felt of lesser quality.
We gotta send him to Big Kusa's academy.
Oh yeah, that's bag champion. I feel like Kusa's having such a horrible time too with Tekken. Just that you, like, what's the best thing you can do? Key charge, you know?
Yeah.
he needs something more.
I mean, have you seen
I guess he could crouch dash in people's faces, and we'll see. Listen, when it's time for me to play King, I'll do it for him.
On Tekken.
The Hogan fit?
Yeah, it looks so good.
The Hogan fit is gas, yeah.
Alright, but Unjust now sitting on a nice little 2-0 lead. Or a 2-1 lead, I'm sorry.
2-1.
As I flip the names here. And we're going back to the Johnny Mirror to possibly end things off here.
This has mega hit written all over it.
Which we'll see how well this works. There was a reason that he moved away from the Kenshi, but he had such a good. It's like he just entered flow state for that set with Kenshi. But Chameleon gonna help get the job done here. This is the more premium Johnny variation, as we had mentioned before. So might to some effect basically have the better setup here, a little more advantageous for him. And just will be able to switch back to and not make it a real set after. Yeah. But so far it looks like the difference of having Chameleon has been so helpful. And it's like if you had the ability to just have Glaive on all the time, you know?
Pretty much, yeah. And we're seeing great defense here from Rednose as he gets a beautiful whiff punish. It should be enough. Keeps it simple and gets the star power generation. Great awareness there from Rednose to possibly tie up the set here.
Round 2. Fight.
I tried to cover it, but in the most specific manner it didn't work out. And now Unjust not only going to get that punish, but that corner carry.
Yeah, just the awareness of being able to get the side swap with the dash ender is so impressive from Unjust.
What a contest!
Yeah, Rednose leaves himself plus 63 off of the glaives, and Unjust is like, yeah, you're not confirming in time, and just beautiful challenge there.
Alright, nice at distance, manages to get a little bit of work back in here. He could really use a round right now. I know it's a bit of a steep hill to climb, but the momentum would be so good for him if he could just shut him down 2-0, and it's possible.
We tried to go for the punish there, not going to find it, but Unjust still with a healthy life lead here. Oh, that is a very bad challenge from Rednose, now putting Unjust on set point here.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that manages to armor through the Chameleon setup. Nice throw punish. That's going to be a beefy little 18% throw.
That's unfortunate too, because he had Melina in Chameleon in the Katana version that could have been a combo, but since she did get hit earlier, unfortunately wasn't able to convert off of that back throw.
And access to Glaives again. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rednose spend it as fast as he can before he loses the option. Never mind. It cycles too quickly. Finds it here. The Melina pickup, but drops the conversion after.
I think for sure he thought it was going to stay as Katana there, but you know, it ended up working out with Melina for him.
But he's got to take his turn back with something at some point.
That
nice tech.
Alright, goes straight into hype mode here. This could be huge for Rednose, but Unjust
only if he
doesn't
can get it
care.
going. Oh, if he could connect Glaive, he could actually kill. They didn't run out of hype meter before then. And
beautiful
he just activated hype and never got. He activated hype and he never got to use it.
Yeah, Unjust just never gave him an opportunity. He played so well about just every single time he ended a string. I'm just going to keep challenging. You're not going to be able to get anything going in return. And Unjust takes it 3-1 over Rednose to make it into winner side top 8.
Well, listen, in a lot of situations, sometimes that warfare is more mental than it is physical. He just decided to completely ignore the threat of Rednose, and it was the best thing he could have done.
Alright, let's see. Up next, we are going to be getting, I believe, Illuminati versus DarkTheGoat. So we'll go ahead and... I know it's a big task for Dark, but I'm going to test him to see how good he's gotten at inviting. Hold on, we actually might have GetReked and Yakuzza instead, because we're getting some word in the Discord. Okay, actually, it looks like we're getting GetReked versus Yakuzza Knight coming up here.
Yeah, I'm actually peeking at the Colo bracket right now. This is better for them too. GetReked is sitting on winners finals in Colo right now. Yakuzza Knight in losers quarters, but both of them don't have a match set up at the moment. So might as well.
Now, both these players have been doing exceptionally well over the course of MK1's history. You know, GetReked taken multiple SRSs here. Yakuzza Knight has been on a tear in the side of the Liga Latina Pro Comps. So it's going to be interesting to see how this Kenshi Johnny matchup is going to be going. You know, we just saw it with Unjust and Rednose, but they were kind of flip-flopping between the characters, whereas GetReked and Yakuzza Knight are both kind of just character loyalists with them.
We will in a bit, Yoko. I was waiting for like one more. I wanted to get through the first round of stuff before I started going hard with the ads. But if you know me on commentary, I am an advertisement fella. But if SRTV wants to drop some information in the chat in the meantime, it'd be cool too.
Yeah. So for anyone that wants to help support these prize pools, you know, ! donate in the chat. You guys can.
Oh, we got to pop in.
Oh, we got a pop in here. Is it from
Hey guys,
Beautiful Sketch? There
I
it
just
is.
saw. Hold on, I have the stream in my ear and I'm hearing myself's voice. Yeah, I just saw Etrios, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. The donation is for a coworker's daughter of mine. Her name's Claire. She's currently has the disease where like her body isn't producing bone marrow. And they're trying to raise $50,000 for her because she doesn't have health insurance at the moment. So any donations are greatly appreciated. They all go directly to her GoFundMe. You can type !GO in the chat, and I know it would be greatly appreciated from them because they are going through an extremely difficult time right now. But I'm going to get out of here. We're going to get back to Mortal Kombat.
Alright guys, you heard it here first. If you'd like to make those contributions, !GO will be your access to that. We'll bring it back up momentarily. In the meantime, we're sorting through some more of this winners quarters finals action between GetReked and Yakuzza Knight.
Yeah, both been very back and forth here, but GetReked just finding more and more openings coming out here. Looks like one hit away. Chip damage is a big factor here. Yakuzza Knight not out yet though. Beautiful air to air, not able to get much off of it though, and GetReked just with that beautiful forward-3 knee is going to be able to take the first round here.
And I will say too, this is a matchup you don't get to see very often.
Yeah, as we said earlier, most Kenshis not a big fan of this matchup. Oh, I just realized what you just said.
Hold on, I got you in chat in 2 seconds. I'll tell you what it was. Oh, wait,
these two low-tier characters, I'm just amazed that we're seeing any of them in top 16.
I said that and then was just doing this, waiting for you to say something.
As we're seeing here, Yakuzza Knight, a very, very much stark difference from the first round here. Beautiful awareness there on the fatal blow, gets the beautiful punish on the Shadow Dash follow-up after, and it's going to be taken round 2, final round here of game 1.
And I will say this is already a kind of like little historic lore battle because these two just faced in Colo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are correct there.
So it attempts out a run back here for Yakuzza Knight. GetReked was successful in their last run. We'll see if Knight can return the favor here. He's gonna get caught with the jump in Lao hat though. It's just so hard to deal with. He's hard to blockable.
This is also a very great lore battle too, because you know, in the story mode, these two did fight in Johnny Cage's mansion before Kenshi trying to get Sento back.
Yep, except Kenshi didn't have Sento in there, so...
Yeah, so, you know, he's...
If this was an actual lore battle, he wouldn't have half of his kit right now.
Which, you know, deserved.
He'd also still have his eyes, though, so I guess pick your poison, you know?
Yeah.
It's...
Sento in the background tries to go for the save, but the grab comes in just in time to call it out. And Yakuzza Knight now in a bit of trouble here. Needs a way of dealing with all of this Kung Lao.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as nobody feels bad for Johnny Cage Lao, right? You spend the cameo to not only get Kenshi to have to sit for a second, but also to nullify Sento, and then he just whiffs a throw anyway, so you didn't do anything.
Yeah, like everything you did, you basically just spent more resources than he did there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys go back later on in the VOD and watch that, just kept spamming Lao, and you know how much you can spam Lao. On top of the fact that, remember, earlier in the game, you could have spammed Lao even more.
Yeah.
He's been reduced to being able to get spammed 2 to 3 times at best. And you still can't shut off Sento with it.
Johnny Cage. Kung Lao. Kung Lao.
It's like,
Well,
what are we doing, you know?
And now the matchup nobody was ever expecting.
Because
We're going to be seeing the Johnny Cage mirror coming up.
Round 1. Fight.
Fucking dialogue, bro.
Help me instigate is crazy. This fella actually reached out to the cavalry. Alright, and now just as a small reminder, GetReked gonna be in the, and I'm sorry Rekt, you're a wonderful player, I'm a big fan. I gotta, you know, GetReked in the ugly Johnny fit, and I think that should sort it out enough for you guys.
I mean, without starting a war here, this is actually the Johnny Cage fit that I use, because I actually
Horrendous
like this
decision.
outfit. See,
Horrendous
like I said, you guys can judge me all you want. I'm a kind of a fan of like some of the Dookie outfits. Like Melina's festival outfit, I'm in love with that one.
Now I'm gonna be real. Somebody with PC, get a mod, take away all the extra details, leave the colorway, put the Coliseum logo on the shirt.
That's beautiful.
It basically looks like Coliseum.
It
like,
does. Alright, someone get Aquaman on the phone.
You know what I'm saying? If Coliseum ever start running from PC only, you'll understand. Ooh!
What an answer to the Shadow Dash pass. Gets the full conversion and the safe jump on top of it.
Did you see the clip that a squad posted of squad reading the Johnny Wave dash? And then just waving to catch up with him and then hit him out of it?
I don't think I've seen it, but it actually sounds really sick.
It was such a... I'll find it for you later. It was such a smart read.
Who gets the back throw?
He's still bad at the game, but he did a cool thing once, you know?
Check out territory here. Reads the throw, and Yakuzza Knight gonna be tying up the rounds once again.
Fight.
Oh! What if we kissed?
Everyone be saying that each Johnny player is unique and different. Just show them that clip right there.
Like I want to start memeing. I want to start like I want to take that clip and then just edit in the thing of the two guys kissing.
Yeah.
Like,
have you seen that that video? It's in
from
the
the Tekken one?
Yeah, the Tekken one.
Yeah.
With Kazuya. And now the pressure is just insane here from GetReked. Yakuzza Knight just stuck in this corner, not really able to get anything going as the constant Johnny Lao pressure is just keeping up and just slowly diminishing that life bar, just like this combo is.
and this is going to be hard. It's like you have to hold so much of his pressure. If he just jails into legitimate plus frames, I don't know if you can do much about it. Yeah, he doesn't even have to get there. That knee going to take care of it.
And 2-0 lead here for GetReked. One win away from meeting Unjust in top 8 winner side.
After this match, we'll be looking at Illuminati versus DarkTheGoat, and that will round off our winners quarter finals results, solidifying every single potential match in semis. On loser's side, just for updates, the Golden Coalition's very own Big Bird just took us at 3-1 over Scar, and we'll be playing the coldest one out in losers round 2. Pop-Tart and Hers fighting at the moment. Kukui took it 3-0 over Mari.
Even though there's no vowels, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced hazards.
It's not.
You know, is that what we're going with now?
hers.
It's hers.
It's hers.
Gotcha.
It's hers. There's 100%. Because I looked at it and that's what it says. You know. And then Eludi going to be taking on Osvaldo Diaz. So a lot of intricate battles happening on the losing side for the bracket. Yakuzza Knight making the switch over to Liu Kang.
Yeah, big stark difference in playstyles here. You know, goes from the very setup heavy Kenshi into the very rush down Johnny Cage, now into the sort of, you know, mix and match playstyle with Liu Kang here. Wow, what a read there. A string that no Liu Kang ever finishes, and GetReked still is able to get the parry on it.
Alright, nice patience there.
Oh, beautiful armor there. Beats out the grab attempt. GetReked still at a life deficit, but Fatal Blow is a amazing comeback mechanic here.
Oh, they played a game of chicken and he lost.
This is one shadow kick away from GetReked going on set point here.
Yeah, and the thing is, he knows that he also knows that he's potentially getting baited for it. Ooh! Kick him out of the sky.
That was the manliest shadow kick ever, right there. Oh, tried to do it again, but this time the Lao Hat has himself ready for it.
Had Knight been more on the money, I wouldn't be surprised if he would have been able to pick that up. I think like a back two could have maybe caught that even.
Yeah, possibly. And now it's
Trying to
just
play that little shimmy game. He saw the backdash back two.
Oh,
trying to bait him into poking.
Yakuzza not going to go for the side swap. We'll get it here though, but unfortunately does not get the turnaround on the jump in.
Alright, beautiful tech. And I was like, sure, he swapped sides, but it's not going to be as advantageous. He still ended up being closer to the wall moments later. This pickup's going to help, though.
Is he going to full send it? No, he's not going to spend the secondary bar. Still going to beat out the jump in, though. It's going to be final round.
Just going to hit him with the Rocket Raccoon. Just put down a little landmine. He steps on it. Oh my gosh, shadow kick after shadow kick after shadow kick. Why not?
I mean, 8-frame neutral tool. What are you going to do about it?
Oh, tries to summon Lao himself and loses to Lao himself.
I mean, nothing stronger than Lao, you know what I mean?
It's. I actually do want to see a Lao versus Lao man.
That would be hilarious. But what's not hilarious is the beatdown of the 3-0 GetReked just delivered as he moves on to winner's side top 8 to face off against the mighty Unjust. Congratulations to him.
You mind if I take a quick bathroom run, 2 seconds?
You good, go for it.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
So with that, we're going to be moving on to our final winner's side top 16 match. We'll be seeing DarkTheGoat taking on Illuminati. Should be very interesting. We have the Kung Lao extraordinaire, you know, Lao Goro, the team that is nothing but, you know, Lao is that one character that never uses his armor, loves to play very safe, doesn't take unnecessary risks. You'll never see a Lao doing anything, you know, weird and neutral. And then Melina, one of the most solid characters in the game. You know, she uses Kung Lao purely for zoning, doesn't try to mix at all, relies heavily on strike throw, doesn't do very much damage, you know. So it might be a very slowed down game versus these two characters. Let me go ahead and let them know that we're going to be getting them on stream now. And if you guys haven't already, if you want to, you know, help fund these prize pools, ! Donate in the chat. Everything that you guys do donate goes directly into the prize pool. We do not pocket any of the money ourselves. All we do is try to help the players make as much money as possible.
And we should, but we don't.
We don't, because we
just give it to you.
The players' times and skills that they bring, and we want to give back to them as much as possible. So anything you guys do donate to the prize pools goes right into the players' pockets, not our own. You guys can also help support by subscribing to the YouTube, !YT will also help, bring more awareness to the channel, which would then bring in more money for the players to be earning even more. You guys can follow and subscribe onto the Twitch channel as well to help us get more for the players. Everything we do is for the players' benefits, so make sure you guys, help out with the Twitch, YouTube, and the prize pools.
Alright, getting ready for another action-packed set as we prepare for Illuminati to come on and take on DarkTheGoat. DarkTheGoat has been on a competitive tear as of recently. Just been a big issue for so many people.
Yeah, I was just telling them we're probably going to be seeing the Melina Lau versus the Lau Goro. Lau, that character that never spends his bar for armored wake-ups, just likes to play incredibly safe. Melina uses Lau purely for zoning, doesn't try to go for any mix-ups. Both characters very low damaging characters, so it might be a very slow game here.
Listen, and as soon as the action gets underway, you guys will get to see that there was not one lie spoken just now. Nothing but factuals. If you were ever confused about the state of competitive MK, just reference Silver Sand BG.
And looks like no word from said DarkTheGoats yet, so you know what? We'll just get Illuminati to send the invites then.
Yeah, and listen, we've DQ'd people before, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And I'm not even saying that I've done that. I'm just saying that people have done that.
I mean, if anyone that knows me, I'm just like, hey, you're not here in the 5-minute timer. I don't care if you're Sonic Fox or, Billy Bob 15. You're out.
You just could do. Sorry. Oh, my hand slipped.
And out the bracket for you.
Good luck on the lower side. I'm still trying to adjust to whether or not I think that's annoying for bracket labeling.
Yeah. If you want to say it's the lower bracket or the loser bracket.
It's wait, I'm sorry. Say that again. I tuned out for like a half second.
I was like, you're trying to adjust on whether you want to call it the lower or the losers bracket.
Yeah, because it's like a part of me feels annoyed by it, right? Because I'm like, it's the losers bracket. Like, just suck it up,
Yeah.
Like, you lost. That's how you ended up there. But then there's another part of me that's just like, do I really care enough to die on this hill? Like, if it's losers, whatever. Like, if it makes them feel better, and you just have to type one letter different.
I can see it from both ways, losers bracket, hey, you lost, that's it, you're there. But also saying it's the lower bracket sounds a little bit more professional, in my opinion. So it's like, I kind of like flip
what I'm saying? Like,
the
it's
two of them.
the reason I'm having a hard time is because I can see both. Like, I still definitely think you gotta grow up if losers bracket is making you cry that hard. We have a bigger issue, But I was watching Twitch. Essentially, I was watching Twitch Rivals the other day. And they labeled it lower bracket on there, and I was just like, it doesn't bother me seeing it. What I'm bothered with is why some people care about it.
Yeah. It's just at that point, it's just whichever one you feel like saying, go for it. If people give you shit about it, that's more of a them problem than it is a you problem.
Listen, I might, once my stuff starts coming back, I might experiment with lower bracket and see how it makes me feel.
Just, you know what? Best of both worlds. We have the winners bracket and the lower loser bracket.
the Lousers bracket.
Yeah, the Lousers bracket.
If you have lower, you need to have upper, though?
Yeah,
Is that what they did? Did they have upper and lower bracket? That might have been what they did.
You know what? You make a great point, Ryoka. You can either have winner and loser bracket or the upper.
But now here's the thing. Upper bracket is kind of annoying me more than lower bracket. I might test winners and lower. And see, I don't know if I could retrain myself enough to call it an upper bracket.
And you can't begin like, you can't say stuff like it's the primary bracket, because then it feels like it's two different tournaments you're running at that point.
Well, so that's part of my frustration at trios, but I'm just trying to figure out like if it does sound more professional and if I care about why it sounds like. Because of course we'll all follow the norm, right? Like if that just becomes the standard, that's what we'll all start doing.
Yeah.
But this is so here's my self-aware counter argument to myself, right? I don't consider it as a woke thing. I don't think that's what the issue is. Because I don't think that's... When I think of what woke is, I don't think this is a woke issue. But, I think I lost my train of thought.
On whether it sounded professional or not?
No. So my self-attributed criticism that makes me question is it that much of an issue is as much as I think it's dorky, am I dorkier for caring about it that much? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm trying to figure out. Am I dorkier for being that mad about how somebody else feels about something that doesn't affect me? If I'm like, well, they got to accept that they lost. Okay, calm down. Like, you're a dork, like, you know what I'm saying, dog? Like I might be dork. Listen, I'll figure it out myself. If I keep letting men on the internet call me dorks, I might have some self-attributed childhood trauma. I can't chance it,
Based on what?
I'm gonna when I eat Pizza Hut tonight off of whatever grade, I'm gonna have to order it soon actually if I want to do that.
Yeah.
Just remember, you made me do that dialogue.
It's not your fault, dialogue.
You made me try to out Pizza the Hut. I'm listening to my own gaming music to make it help. For some reason, it helps me with commentary when I'm home to have my own music on. I didn't like the song it was on. It was also a song that was too happy and chipper, and I'm like, no, this is Mortal Kombat.
Exactly. You hit him with the...
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Turkey? Like, that's not a woke... Like, to me, woke is trying to recognize, like, injustices, right? Like, ethical injustices. And even if you're using it sarcastically, you're, like, using it as sarcastically a term for... I'm making this too political for a video game thing. We'll talk about it when I stream later. This is not... SRTV did not ask for all of this on the channel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's go and talk about the happy-go-lucky secondary Shaolin versus the thick mommy Sindel.
Like, if we really want to talk about what's ethical and moral in the world, let's look at these two teams and figure out if we think that's okay.
Yeah. Do you want the team that wakes up with armor every 2 seconds and is still plus on block, or the team that touches you once and puts you in a never-ending guessing game?
And then you die. And then remember, you used to have an infinite.
Yeah.
I remember to this day going in Combat League and fighting some Sindel who was the worst Sindel I've ever fought in my life that beat me because they could do the infinite. And I was like, oh, I'm off rank today. I'm not doing it. Like,
in the first 3 months, I think for every month of the first 3 months of Mortal Kombat had come out, Sindel had 3 different infinites in that amount of time.
Also, I'm going to do this as a small aside just because I have it in mind now since AT when we go back to the action. If you want to be annoying, you might want to consider doing a John Cena, Azucena fit. Anyway, alright.
Ooh, now I want to do it.
I thought about it the other day. I was just like, oh, just put her in a hat and shorts. But I don't know if you can put her in shorts. Okay! We get it, everybody! Let's talk Shao buffs. You gotta lose more dialogue. That's the problem.
Yeah, you
want that character to get buffed, you gotta start throwing matches.
Like, dialogue, you can't be like, hey, back in MK11 days, hey, buff spawn, and then, like, top 8ing every tournament you went to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes these fellas gotta make decisions. You be on the grand stage, talking shit, I'm the general, then guess what? They're like, oh, Shao's fine, because this guy can do it.
Kung Lao, corrupted forest.
Next time, Earthrealm will...
Alright, attempt number 2 here.
The next time, you will be an old man.
And I gotta say, Kung Lao's a better man than me. He looked her in the eyes that whole time.
The restraint on this man is...
You know what I'm saying?
It needs to be studied.
That Wuxi Academy training is next level for your mental, bro. I've seen a bunch of cutscenes at that camp. I don't think I've seen one woman on the island, you know? Like,
I mean, well, they are monks, so it does make a lot of sense then.
You know what I'm saying? But they're monks that they've trained in solitude with nothing but other men, and then this fella kept them eyes locked, bro.
Now the real question, off topic from the actual battle, did they go through that training where, like, You go out in the streets of New York and you see the monks getting like kicked in the nuts and they're just like no-selling everything.
I only say no because when Johnny Cage hits him, he still takes damage. So.
Yeah, you know what? That's a fair statement. Oh, big opening here from Illuminati. Should be enough with Fatal Blow. Oh, we're actually seeing the swap off of Lao Goro. We're going with the Lao team here.
Which is one of the funner ones. I think out of all of the... Actually, I don't know. I do kind of like Scorp. Obviously, Sub is horrendous.
Yeah.
Scorp is fun. Lao is fun. And then we'll see what Johnny and Janina feels like. I forget what's her version of it. Jane.
Oh, yeah, Jane. Or no, it's
not Jane. I mean,
it's actually destroying me that I'm not remembering her.
Guys, what is it? What's the female Johnny?
It's not Joanne.
Joanne would actually be really good.
Janet.
Thank
you, Turkey.
Yeah, Johnny and Janet Jackson.
They gotta make like a Janet 5.
I hope that cameo is bad because if we get into a meta where you have to start fighting Johnny Janet, that's gonna be so obnoxious.
I'm excited for the Movado one though, and Farah.
For me, it's Movado. If Movado is, if I can like work him into my team at all, like if I can make Quan Movado work, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I love Quan Sector, but if I can play Quan Movado, that's it.
I'm thinking the same thing, but with Farah. I genuinely loved Farah Tora in X, and hoping Farah's gonna be such a cool cameo on this one.
You know what would be gas for Janet to have that lock if she had the charged up unblockable that Johnny had in 11. If you could do stuff and cancel into her, and she could like take a hit and then just tank through, you know?
The one where he like walks up and like punches, and it gets more powerful if they block it.
Or if she basically gave them brass knuckles.
That would be OG.
If she put them into some like orange glow stance, where she gave them that for like a certain amount of time, that'd be cool.
All right, let's not give Johnny players an idea with the amount of pressure that they already have.
She's Death Door and Force Bolt. Yeah, she's 100% gonna have Force Bolt. She'll probably have like a kind of like a striker Nate thing with that, where she'll have the arcing ones, you know, just because you get a combo extension off of it and stuff too. Actually, I don't know, because striker grenades are kind of really similar. Maybe she'll just have straight. I don't know.
Kung Lao.
God, now I'm thinking like, say Farah cameo comes in, are they gonna have the pain train one where she stabs you in the back and like cancels your stuff for increased combo damage?
I don't. So this is my thing, right? Like you know this. A lot of people know this. I was not at all dialed into MKX, so I don't have a metric of.
Oh yeah,
really how she functions.
Anything I got was from watching Striker play Ferrotor, and I think it was called Pain Train. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that variation is Farah would stab Tor during some of his moves, which would cancel his animation, give him a damage buff at the cost of a little bit of health. So he would just like hit you once. Yeah, thank you, Turker. Pain and gain. He would hit you once, cancel into the stab, and hit you for like 60%.
It depends, because it depends how they would work that animation. You know? It's different when it's like a character that's kitted to do that. It's another thing when you have to universally do it for everybody on the cast. Oh my god, the Lao hat.
Oh, okay, so the Motaro swap here with DarkTheGoat. I've actually never seen the show before.
Now, here's the thing, too. If he was running a different cameo, calling out that Motaro would be so advantageous for him.
Yeah.
But Lao specifically doesn't really get anything for it. Oh, that overhead's beefy, though.
Yeah, going straight into the armor as well, so even if DarkTheGoat would have blocked the overhead, he still kept himself safe regardless. Oh, beautiful.
Ooh.
Dive kick there. Wow, look at the damage off that. Probably if you can... Into this... Okay, I forgot that Kung Lao had the spin. I've seen that move so little in this game's lifespan.
I'm just surprised that he went for it. I don't know if that was like it looked intentional to me. Like, I don't understand the benefit of sending her full screen though.
The big thing about Lao is that where he kind of suffers in converting off of the, back forward to the armored wake up, he gets insane zoning potential with Kung Lao.
Yeah, no, because he's choosing to back up against. This is very much intentional.
Oh,
again, trying to be constantly cautious.
And look at the chip damage on projectiles. That was like 5% alone just from Lao hat into his own hat.
Now this is the problem, right? Because you want to turtle up, you don't want to overextend, especially since she has access to Fatal Blow, but you can't stay here forever.
Yeah, and you don't have any bar here, so you have no safe getaway. Oh, but just calls out the flight with the Lao hat is going to put him up here 2-1, looking to get that final top 8 winner side spot.
Wins.
That was such a good answer, too. Just backed off for a second. It was just like, yes, land on this then. Like, I didn't know Kung Lao had Rambo. We should get Rambo as a cameo.
I would love that.
I know there's no way it would happen, but just the thought of getting the Claymore.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Put him in the corner and just do the
yeah, just do the Rambo
shenanigans.
Because then imagine having him do the M60 and it like covers neutral. It hits them and not you. You know.
M60 as a ambush and not a summon cameo.
No, it would have to be a summon. It'd have to be a. But if it was a summon that like you could summon him, hold it, have it drain this thing, and then you could move while he was locking them down with it.
That would be terrifying. So we're actually
now again, it would never happen, guys. But
Dragon Army.
One should show
no Melina showing up at all here from DarkTheGoat. We're going to be seeing the Katana. I'm assuming Katana with the Jack shell coming in?
Round 1.
No, with the Lao shell. So trying to answer the zoning with an equally oppressive zoner playstyle. Alright, DarkTheGoat's really slowing down the pace of the game here. Just sticking with the zoning game plan. Illuminati trying to find his way in here. Forces the throw break from DarkTheGoat.
Ooh, I like it. Just cover it with Lao hat and close the gap. I like that.
No, beautiful armor here from DarkTheGoat and just right back to the zoning. Beautiful armor there. And just now, Illuminati is in. DarkTheGoat's in a lot of trouble here. Lao in the corner. Very, very dangerous playstyle. Guess the answer is going to be forcing the breaker, though, as DarkTheGoat can't afford to take that fatal. And DarkTheGoat finds his answer, keeps the combo simple. 1 round away from tying up the set here.
Fight.
Zoning game plan continues though. Illuminati having a better time dealing with the zoning this time. Not able to get the chase down as DarkTheGoat gets out for free.
Okay. Ooh, and then the overhead. Yeah, it's just... It's one of those moves that it's frustrating that it's as successful as it is, but everybody understands why. It's just so hard to see it. And so, especially when you're mental stacked about everything else that Lao can do when he closes that gap.
Yeah, it's brings back to the MK11 Sub-Zero overhead. This time it ground bounces though.
He's managing to chip away. Nice launcher, but doesn't get much for it.
On the armor once again. Set point for Illuminati, just shutting down everything DarkTheGoat had to offer from that last round.
Patience, that name is Lao right now. Out of 3 potential character slots, only 1 being taken up by Katana in this match.
Yeah,
again, some of the best zoning in the game. People still try to argue that it's not. It is. It's so hard to deal with him.
Yeah, that down back 3, arguably one of, if not the best projectile in the game, especially on Amplify. It does not disappear, even on trade, so she still gets a lot of combo potential if she does manage to get that projectile trade.
Oh, yeah, manages to get out. Somehow didn't land on the...
I'm just as surprised as you are there. Gets the armor here. Fatal blow almost on the table for DarkTheGoat.
Can you say roll back? Oh, and this is going to be so problematic on that exchange.
Not going to be enough to kill, but a very good position here for DarkTheGoat. Gets over the projectile, and that is going to be it. Illuminati takes it 3-1 over DarkTheGoat in impressive fashion.
What do you even say? Like, oh, that uke straight from my diaphragm, bro. I reflectively squeezed my stomach in reaction to that.
Win.
I've never seen that. That is the Michael Jordan of dive kicks right there. Just perfectly arced over, slam dunked him into the floor, into the full combo conversion to take the set.
Oh my god. Don't quote me on this, but I hurt my throat. Like, that was ridiculous.
I'll be softer next time, my fault.
Alright.
Up next, though, we'll be moving on to top 8 here, as we're going to be seeing the mighty Unjust taking on GetReked, which, you know, some characters that we haven't seen in a while. We might be seeing a Johnny Cage mirror, or maybe even seeing Tanya from Unjust, a character that he's been picking a lot versus GetReked to sort of deal with his Johnny Cage.
I'm going to take a little update, too, on the lower half of the bracket. I'm going to practice, see how I feel about it. Lower half of the bracket, Coldest took a 3-2 over Big Bird. Now sitting in losers round 3 of the top 16. Pop-Tart waiting for the result of... Actually, the match that just happened, so Pop-Tart will be fighting DarkTheGoat. That'll be... I mean, you know, you always have those moments like, oh, if I could see sets on, like, loser side. On lower side, sorry, I'm practicing. That'd be on my list. Yeah, Elcucuy took out Yakuzza Knight. And now... Oh... Rednose with one of the most entertaining runs of the night. Lost 3-1 to Mighty Unjust, and now to advance has to beat Elcucuy and loses round 3.
Oh, jeez.
That fella's getting ping-ponged around. Took it over Osvaldo Diaz, who took it over Ludi to get to that point in the bracket. So we're progressing pretty smoothly here tonight.
Alright, we're going to be having our next set up right now, as GetReked just sent the invites. So once Unjust joins, we should be all set to go here.
Then, of course, after that, Illuminati going to be taking on Bandinoz. We'll see if that's a set where he gets to pull out the rain. I'm a fan of his rain. I want to see it. But pick whatever wins. If you can hear me, Bandinoz, which you probably can't, just pick whatever wins. It's fine.
Johnny Cage. Tanya.
And as said before, we're going to be seeing the Johnny Lau
Goro.
taking on the Tanya Goro from the Mighty Unjust.
I need a new
And just so everyone is aware, this is the start of top 8.
Right, so stay locked in, stay dialed in. Now, this is the thing, too, right? I feel like we were there, because it happened on SRS, right? When we got to witness Unjust really... Was it versus GetReked also?
It was. Versus GetReked.
Yeah, where he just worked out that this was the answer to this team, and then you've seen him just consistently pull this out on random occasions to shut down stuff like this. It's been one of the most effective... I'll be honest, with all the Tanya players we have, I think Unjust has been the most effective at using her to shut down Johnny.
And now, the big question is, does he feel like this is the answer to Johnny, or is it the answer to GetReked?
To GetReked, yeah. Oh, you're smart. I like that. Because I didn't think about that, and that's true. Is that what it is?
Oh, and gets the full combo conversion, forces the breaker. Ship out territory here. No, he thought it was going to be enough to kill. Unfortunately not. That's going to be fatal blow. Mighty Unjust. Beautiful comeback. Taking the first round here with the Tanya.
I'm actually surprised that he went through that whole combo extension too. I feel like he could have saved himself some meter. I get like wanting to play it safe.
Yeah.
But I think he definitely could have just legitimately did 1-2 fatal.
That's what I was thinking too. Like 950 health, you're doing about pretty much 40% off 1-2 fatal. But, you know, better in those moments is you're thinking just better safe than sorry.
C gets the pickup here.
Fully charging. The buff allows for that teleport extension if he so wishes to choose it.
Oh, he might have opted for the anti-air. Look, he gets right over the Lawhead into conversion.
Yeah, beautiful answer there from Mighty Unjust. Tries to set up the buff once again. The double spinach of meter on the parry. And then he doesn't even get the parry punish, but still gets a punish there on Unjust.
No up blocks. He's trying to goad him with something.
Gets that safety with the Coral call. GetReked trying to find a way out of this. We're not seeing a lot of usage of parry, the one thing that Johnny does have against Tanya in this matchup is he can parry that forward 2-string, but I don't think, GetReked knows a lot about it, and Mighty Unjust has just been abusing that fact recently.
He's so tremendous here, and the chip out you have to be worried about. Oh, still able to get the punish? I was gonna say he can break, yeah, and it's just, you get him to block anything. He tried. Oh my god.
Wow, what a flawless block.
What am I watching?
Goro whiffed, and GetReked gets a beautiful comeback. Oh my god.
Round. Fight.
How ridiculous. Now, this is the thing too, right? I told you how I'm listening to music on my own headset.
Yeah.
If you understand, I don't know if you guys, how many of you in chat have been around long enough to remember the old, like, Mugen Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat, like, animated videos we used to do? I have Hall of Fate playing in my ears right now, and it just feels like the Akuma versus Chameleon video.
Oh, yes.
Like, that was a pivot animation I just watched.
Oh.
I mean, makes up for it generally fast. Goro ended up landing right on Lao Hat.
Yeah, unfortunate there. The parry's not going to work in time. No, not quite.
I almost wanted it to go up just to see how ridiculous this is going to get.
I was like, with the way that the set has started off already, I was expecting that 100% to win.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how stupid is this about to get? Like, what?
If that parry would have landed and then he would have brought back that game, this would have been the greatest game in Mortal Kombat history.
Let's see.
1-0 lead here for the Mighty
another attempt
Unjust.
to get something going here.
Tanya, Kung Lao, Goro.
Just seems like taking a couple seconds to just calm down after the exciting moment of that last game there.
Men like you.
It's called perfection, sweetheart.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, here we go. Another attempt to get points on the board.
Another huge advantage that Tony has in this matchup, that back 3-4, you know, that Michelangelo looking kick move. It's a really great way of punishing Johnny Cage for trying to go for his armor while just low profiling it completely.
Nice patience.
Yeah, I'm just smartly backing away, has the life lead, doesn't have to sit here and try to, you know, interact with Johnny much, just get the lead and run. GetReked though, right on.
Yes, it's a very important part of becoming a strong fighting game player, recognizing when you don't have to engage. All the pressure is on GetReked to not make mistakes right now. Nice up block! And that's the problem, right? You start testing the patience of your opponent, they will make mistakes like that.
Unfortunately, he's not able to get himself out of the corner. I think maybe because GetReked had access to Breaker, but still finds his way to get corner control now. Oh, beautiful opening. Not able to get much off of it, though.
Finds that forward, too. It's just a dodge button for her. There's almost never a time where she's pressing it, but she's incorrect.
Another opening once again. Goro available. Not going to be enough to kill, but chip out territory here. Oh, beautiful parry.
Nice.
GetReked.
I mean, there's just so much ground to make up.
Yeah, and just chip
Couldn't
out
even take
there.
the chip.
Unjust 2-0 lead in this Tanya Goro just seems to be the ultimate answer for some GetReked. He just hasn't been able to get anything going against it.
It's difficult. You know, how consistently can you answer somebody who has a team that's giving you this much of a problem, and it's just kind of had your number for forever, you know?
A character that just matches you in overall pressure and damage, and not only that, has a much better slowdown. It's just too much. GetReked now trying to go with the Kung Lao, a team that is widely considered a really great answer for Tanya, but now we have to see how good is it against Unjust Tanya.
Round 1.
And the thing is, I think he's made this switch before to meaningful amounts of success, but he might just want to work on this more consistently to deal with this, because he keeps running into Unjust and Brack and having this problem.
Yeah, and just every time GetReked tries to get a little bit of momentum going, he just had a beautiful answer, slows it down, and goes right back to that slowdown game. But great duck here from GetReked, yo. Big damage coming in, pushing into the corner. And that constant pressure from Unjust.
Beautifully timed duck too. And this is gonna hurt. Yeah, free pickup from here. Easy conversion, take the down back force, the more damaging ender. Ooh! Now this is Liu Kang, this is very real.
Well, it's real until you realize Tanya has meter.
Round 2. Fight.
I think he cut short for the reset. I think the problem for me is I would have just taken the damage if I was him. And then threatened, you know.
Yeah,
I get the mindset of wanting to, but I feel like he got greedy just assuming that nothing was going to happen when you're fighting a Tanya.
Yeah, that's the big thing that Liu have to realize in this matchup is while you both have great neutral, Tanya's got that great range. Liu Kang does not want to be in these situations where he is forced to interact with Tanya. He wants to play that zoning game versus her.
Yeah, that's a team set match on that one.
And just with the 3-0 victory, is going to be taken down. GetReked and moving on to winners finals.
Listen, an attempt was made, and it's not the end of the road. We are still on the upper half of the bracket. Wink, wink, everybody in chat. And GetReked, if you look at the loser side, he is a contender. As much as everybody else is in there, but GetReked is a pretty solid contender to make it through that side. It's just frustrating because now it's going to triple the amount of matches that he has to play. That adds on more stress, it increases your margin of error. Like there is a big problem with just having so many more opportunities to slip up. Where Mighty and Just now going to be sitting comfortably in winner's final side, waiting for the results of this next match we're about to have on stream. Illuminati taking on Bandinoz. And now's as good a time as any if you guys have yet to do so. If you're enjoying the show and you'd like to participate in the crowdfunding, you can use !donate to put some proceeds towards the bracket, all of which will be included in the pot. None of the proceeds from those donations get pocketed by the Shirai Ryu TV team. Don't forget also, if you've yet to have access to it, Erupt, the mobile game of the century, available now on all mobile platforms. That is going to be Apple, iOS, and Android. If you guys would like to check that out and support that project, Erupt, that's IRRUPT, will be available for your mobile gaming pleasure. We're also taking a bit of time to bring attention and awareness towards a GoFundMe crowdfunder for a close friend of ours who is dealing with some issues as far as disease and bone marrow. We've already managed to raise an incredible amount of financial support to help sort that issue out. If you'd like to help participate with that, you can use !go, follow that link to the GoFundMe, and help with Claire's medical expenses for her bone marrow transplant. She has lost the ability to grow some of it herself, needs a little lending hand, and if you can find it in your heart to dig in your pockets a little bit and help with that cause, we'd be more than grateful. If you guys like Shirai Ryu TV content and you can't always make it live, don't forget, we've got a YouTube channel where every single VOD is posted along with other tidbits of Mortal Kombat 1 competitive content. Over on the YouTube, you can see highlighted sets as well as full tournament VODs. We used to do daily uploads. Now we do them pretty frequently. Maybe not daily, but a lot of them there. And some of them have been popular. I'd also say, too, if you're looking for opportunities to copy high-level competitive players and you can't make the show live, one of the great ways to do that is to go to channels like that. Find a player who plays a character that you're trying to learn and watch their sets. They're highlighted for you. Mimic exactly what they're doing. Hop on SRTV. Try to do it yourself. If you guys are not in the Discord, you're going to want to be there. If you're not following us on Twitter, you're going to want to be there. Make sure you stay tuned and dialed in if you'd like the opportunity to participate. Oh my God, when I turn Australian. And SRTV events yourself. There will be opportunities aplenty. Registrations usually go up Tuesday, Wednesday throughout the week. With that said, we've got a different form of a Shaolin Monks battle as the Shaolin Monks fight Lao Goro.
Oh, beautiful duck there from Bandinoz. And he's just been We've been seeing very multiple characters coming in from Bandinoz.
This is what I'm saying. It's not gonna do it for me tonight, and it's fine. I accepted it.
We have the. Is he turning into the younger Unjust here?
Potentially. I mean, listen. I wouldn't say this for every fighting game, but I do think NetherRealm IPs are one of the main ones where it is very, very advantageous to be able to play a lot of the roster. And characters in this game compared to some other games are relatively simple, right? MK does have some of the smallest movesets in fighting games, right? I think what's going to beat that? Smash Bros. And Dive Kick that have less moves, you know? Like, it is a relatively small move list to get acquired with. Sorry, to get familiar with. I don't know what word I thought I was saying. But if you can do so, you can rotate around the roster. You can play very, very advantageous matchups all the time. You just have to put that effort into getting comfortable with all those characters. Bandinoz seems to be going down that route.
Oh, but Illuminati showing that the character loyalty is going to be taking you far here, as he's also sitting in top 8 winner's side and taking another round here versus Bandinoz. Unfortunately, that armor is going to whiff. No, try to get the backdoor conversion.
Yeah, that fella sent a punch down from Eastern Ohio and then just got, look, here he goes again, the nipple twister into the conversion. Throw combos that generally do anywhere close to or over 20%. Alright, generally received as strong ones, and I can see Bandinoz taking a lot of value in his as well. Okay, do you want to do something other than the throw, Bandinoz? I get if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but wow. Alright, here's the pickup.
Before the armor came in, I was expecting him to dash a throw after the poke.
I thought so too. I was just like, he's gonna go for it again. Oh my god, and then he gets, maybe he should have kept going.
Oh, go with the assist! Oh!
That was an incredibly scrambling sequence towards the end of that there.
Liu Kang wins.
But that is going to be Bandinoz taking the first game. Very, very close back and forth there at the ending, but Bandinoz kept cool head and took down Illuminati in game 1. Get a nice little lead.
It is just insane to me. That whole sequence of the past 30 seconds was ridiculous. Like, it's throw after throw after throw, almost through the set, and then brought it back with the Hail Mary Dragon Kick. We see Illuminati not deterred at all, gonna stay on it with the Kung Lao Goro setup here. Did bring it relatively close, right? I don't think lost in a dominating enough fashion to be convinced there's any reason he needs to switch the team.
Yeah, most people, for the most part, people would say Liu Kang would have the clear advantageous in that matchup here versus Lao. You know, one of the few characters that not only can punish Kung Lao's armored wake up with it being -7 and Liu Kang having one of the few 6-frame buttons, but you know, punishes it for a full combo. But that addition with Goro, the ability to not only keep it safe, but plus is just a huge thing that Bandino's gonna have to deal with, as we're seeing Illuminati just continuing this dominant playstyle with the Kung Lao.
And nice poke and response from Bandinoz here, gonna get this combo. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like he's gonna spend the butter, and now it's essentially get him to block anything or let him land on his. It's crazy. He fell for his own trick.
Yeah.
If anybody should have known, no, I know what's going on here. It should have been loud.
Keeps it simple, nice 34%er here. And just the complete, you know, solidity of Bandino's playstyle, just never overextending unless he's going for the throws here. Great answer there on Illuminati's overhead. It's just never. Oh my god, the dirty trick. So people that don't know is, while Liu Kang does have the combo throw with Kung Lao, if you manage to tech his throw, he can still call in Kung Lao and not only be safe on the throw tech, but also B+. He gets guaranteed Oki if you tech his throw.
Yeah, no, it's actually ridiculous. I feel bad every time I see it. It shouldn't function the way it does, but unfortunately it does, and we have to deal with it. And that's not even really like universal to him. There's a couple of characters that can take advantage of that with Lao Cameo. But I think there is a respect to the skill set that you have to give players who are situationally aware enough to take advantage of it. Because even though it is that strong, you don't really see it all the time.
But now Bandinoz sitting on a 2-0 lead, could be facing off against Unjust. in winners finals if he is able to take one more game. Illuminati down. Definitely not out of the set yet, though, as we're going to be seeing the Lao shell coming in here.
This is one that he's been favoring. We'll see how much it'll help him here.
Yeah, the biggest thing about this matchup now, though, is Illuminati has to be a lot more careful with how he wants to spend his armor, as he no longer has Goro to keep himself in check. So if he just lets that rip and Bandino reads it, that's going to be a full combo every day of the week.
Yeah, let's just hope that he's prepared enough to deal with the differences. Right now, Bandino's continuing to push the pace here. A little bit of a life lead, now a great life lead.
Safe. Wow.
Yeah, you can interrupt.
I did not see him leave crouching, and he blocked that overhead. That was insane fuzzy timing.
My patience wears thin.
Round 2.
All right, one away here.
Set point gets the throw here. Doesn't have access to Lao anymore, so that combo or that throw will not be able to combo.
All right, continuing to try to work this out. Just use the didn't know what to do. Completely brain farted. I'm gonna be honest. Completely brain farted and was like, I'll just take the pressure.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard too, right? Because I think the Lao hat low with the overhead hat, like hard to blockable setup, has been like favorable for him. But you also know that if Bandino's manages to block that, you're gonna get punished. Oh, beautiful duck again.
Wow, what an air-to-air, and that should be it. Bandinoz with a 3-0 victory. We'll be taking down Illuminati, moving on to winners finals. Face off against the mighty Unjust. Congratulations to him.
Sorry, I could have been quieter on the yawn. I made it louder so people would understand why I wasn't talking. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
But, yeah, you just got to give him his flowers there. There's an answer that Liu Kang has for almost every single thing that Lao would want to do. But the big difference maker there was the fact that Bandinoz knew what those answers were and was able to implement them every single time.
So up next, we're going to be seeing Illuminati one more time be taken on Elcucuy. Down on the lower side of the bracket here.
Let's take a look at it again. Yeah, okay, most of it seems to have stagnated in responses. It's different because we know that for Kukui, he was waiting for the result of that match to get his opponent, but we don't have a result on DarkTheGoat versus Pop-Tart yet. At least not one that's been plugged in. Maybe they've said it in the Discord and I haven't looked.
I don't see one, so I think they are still currently playing. Then one after Kukui and Illuminati, we will get the winner of Pop-Tart and Dark versus Coldest after that.
Sorry guys, excuse me.
Kukui just talking mad shit to Rednose in the Discord right now. He said, and I quote, "Rednose, you're lucky I spared you for the stream. Fool got his ass beat by twins, you fucking suck." Alright, but we are going to be getting Kukui versus Illuminati up right now for you, ladies and gentlemen. So just sit tight, and we will see how this next set's going to be going.
Also, forgive me, I have to order this food now or I won't be able to have dinner.
Oh, yeah, no, I get you. You still trying to out Pizza the Hut?
No, they don't deliver to me. And I looked it up on Grubhub and they don't have the deals that I want, so I will peer pressure my wife into going one day. But in the meantime, I gotta work it out.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think right now I'm just trying to find out if a Kentucky really fried this chicken, you know what I mean?
I hate that I found that so funny.
Kung Lao.
Oh, they have nuggets? I might have to do... Oh, with sauces. Chad, I'm going to read sauces to you, and anybody who's around, you let me know while we wait for this match to go underway on character select. Buffalo Ranch, KFC sauce, honey barbecue, classic ranch, or honey mustard?
You had me at Buffalo Ranch.
Right, let's see what chat says. Your sauce is... Bro, who heard dialogue today? Like... Is this his normal mode of operation?
This is no
Man,
contest.
That is because it makes so much sense to me that he's a Shao player. This is just...
all he does is talk shit and then not participate in SRSs because he knows he'll get fucking scraped in here.
Ooh, okay. That fella said we're checking your tongue for diseases, bro. Alright, that's our one vote for honey barbecue sauce. I will do that, and then... Can't beg to say Buffalo Ranch, so I'll do that.
Big opening here for
Let's go! Now, I just want to note, too, guys, that I have checked off to include utensils in my order, and if they don't, they're gonna die. Alright.
Oh, the Kentucky's about to get fried, is what he's saying.
I'm telling you, bro. Chicken style.
First round of game one, very back and forth here with the Lao Goro versus the Tanya Goro. Oh, he hit. Kukui really just hit Illuminati right there with anything you can do, I can do better. They're both armored, but his armor, a little bit more hits, gets the conversion if you take in the first round.
It's so annoying in a matchup like this for Lao that there's a gap between 4-2 and 1, and it's like, for what? Like, you can't even do anything with it. Like, I'm sure, I think Asha's on the list, like, Asha can squeeze out of that. And she's maybe the only character that cares. For everybody else, like, the only importance is the flawless block gap, and it actually opens more mind games for Tanya.
Yeah. The only two characters that care are Ashra and Johnny.
And Johnny?
Yeah, because Johnny can just parry it. Beautiful opening from Kukui here, just continuing with the oppressive Tanya gameplay. Gets the back throw here.
Yeah, she really stuck a pole in that fella's backside.
For real.
It is 2024. Like,
Wish it was me. I mean, what?
right. And not only that, she called upon her ancestors for help with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and just the very simple game plan, just constant pokes, constant overheads. Kukui going down that round. Now tied up. 1 round apiece here at game 1.
Alright, nice. Checking the hat.
Big opening here, just keeps it nice and simple, just with 30%, and then just builds into that buff, that beautiful teleport that Tanya gets access to when it's available.
Oh, fell for it. Ba 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 ba.
30% because you forgot to
Oh,
block your
go for
toes!
it! Ba 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 ba.
Then, not able to get the safe jump here, but is able to get the breakaway. As Kukui sitting in fatal blow territory is actually very scary for Illuminati because one touch
that could
could be the end of it.
Oh, he's fishing.
Beautiful.
Oh, he got it! Never mind, he didn't do it. I tried to cook it up.
Can we get a PC guys? Can we get a mod that replaces the sound effects for Lao's back forward 2 with the noises Kevin was making?
But honestly, I have a lot of good suggestions for that, but I think mostly a really, really just long and wet fart sound would be the best. Just every time you get hit with the Shaolin Stream, just...
Oh, that...
And then, you know, there's always the one at the end, like that last squelch. That's, yeah.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Alright, but game 2. Kukui. Off of that, you know, very close loss. Still gonna be sticking with the Tanya Goro. You know, he's close enough to where he doesn't feel the need to swap off anything. As Illuminati still sitting in a good position here with the Lao Goro.
Also, what's going on, Mr. Zeke? We see you in the chat. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon. Ooh, right through it! That fella said, I've seen this before.
Yeah, Nice little 30%er. It's insane that both these characters are just armored wake up into 30% the goat. It's just a matter of who does it better. Oh my god. even when you armored wake up, it's still not your turn.
That is, I don't think you guys understand how hysterical that was watching that.
This set is something else, let me tell you.
The throw, Ancestors help. That's really crazy too. When you're fighting Tanya Goro, you're really fighting Tanya and Goro and the bloodline, bro.
Round 2.
It's bad enough that she's calling in the Rock. Now she got Solo Sokoa from the skies dropping a Simone spike on you.
I'm trying to figure out like a really good pun for this. I definitely want to build off this wordplay, but it's we'll check in on another SRS, guys. I'll have updates for you on the Tanya bloodline meme. Now I kind of wish that when she did the is it the cameo call where she like sticks her cane in the air that she stuck a 1-up? That would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so good. Oh, gets the back jump. No punish on the dive kick though. Gets the back throw here, coming in Solo Sokoa from the skies again.
Ooh, nice! What a beautiful contest with the 1-2.
Your heart isn't in this.
Final round. Fight.
You gotta keep in mind too that Tanya does have like a very, very specific anti-air to try to like discourage Illuminati from jumping around the way he does, and Kukui is not. Most Tanyas actually don't use it that much. I think probably like, how do you say this? Revit leafing?
Yeah.
It might be the only one that I've seen like actually use it consistently.
And it's the back two where she throws her weapon in the air, right?
Yeah, the way Illuminati's kind of been hopping in the sky. I understand that like wanting to be careful with your timing before getting clipped with dive kick, but it is something you could just chuck up there, you know. Gonna protect with Goro.
And I guess that life lead, or not, doesn't have the life lead, but still trying to play that runaway game. Illuminati just fine with just also playing the runaway game, just throwing those projectiles out.
Nice to protect.
Wow, beautiful overhead. Keeps it simple. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta. And that will be a 2-0 lead here for Illuminati.
Yeah, one more match just like that, and this could be problematic. I would think that, I think the way you said before, that Tanya would have a great advantage in this matchup, but Illuminati just seems to be dialed in on exactly how to crack Elcukuy's defense.
Yeah, I mean...
Rednose's gonna talk so much shit, I'm sure.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, you talked all that shit about Rednose and how you saved it for stream just for you to get your ass beat right now, but Illuminati sitting one more away from eliminating Kukui for the tournament. Kukui, one chance left. Looking at a Raiden Kano pick here. No, Raiden Chameleon, actually. So he wants to go for the cheeky Storm Cell and the Katana fan lift Superman to the other side of the screen and run away.
Listen, I'm here for it.
Round 1.
I want to see.
All I know
if
is he's wearing the
Illuminati
good
has
hat. That hat that Elcucuy has on, if you wear any other custom hat, I don't think you're an actual Raiden player. You got no drip.
Yeah. Easily the coolest looking hat that he has.
Oh, it gets called with it. I mean, you know, it's not a grand statement to comment about how a Kung Lao player is really good at spacing dive kicks, but Illuminati has been pretty on the nose with him.
Would you say on the Rednose?
I wouldn't, but the Rednose is too busy flying that little car for Shao Kahn.
Took me a second, but I got the joke. Oh, caught him with the overhead with Molina. Drops the combo,
it!
though.
Yeah, he improved enough. A comeback here would be insane. He could have pushed the pace with that. 2 times he wanted it to connect. And the thing is, both times it had it connected, that would have been round.
Yeah. But now, Whose round is it? It's Illuminati's, as he is sitting on set point from eliminating Yakuzza from the tournament and just constantly getting opening after opening. Yakuzza just not able to get anything started. As I say that though, finds it here. Back throw.
40%. Didn't have barber, no reason to bother with it.
Oh, he wanted the katana fan lift, but unfortunately the timer changed right before he could. I've just now finally started to notice is that the Jade Glaive goes into like an infinity symbol whenever it travels.
It is very cool. I do like it.
Oh, beautiful anti-air. Not everyone. Oh my god, anti-air Goro! That was not the anti-air I was expecting, but one that was well received. Oh, and the chip out though. That'll be it for that round. Yakuzza could stay alive here. He needs to take this next round to stay in the tournament.
Nice punish, yeah.
It's gonna be some big damage.
It doesn't make the same mistake a lot of people do where they underestimate the distance you need to travel to get that rating punish. You see a lot of players kind of like just press buttons in response and then whiff their punish. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This chip or one, more hit here for Illuminati could end Yakuzza's tournament run here. How beautiful, knowing that he's not going to get a button in time, just throws a projectile. Goes for the armored spin, but gets called out still.
It's so upsetting because that would have been so good had he pulled it off.
Yeah, but that Molina cameo, just a little bit too many hits for him. And last chance here, not going to kill, but very close to possible chip out territory for Yakuzza.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? He's not running like a safety setup. I mean, he's not giving you the same thing. So you can't just storm set. Illuminati is actually just his father. Oh my god.
All of that talk about, this could be good for Yakuzza, and then I forgot Lau had meter, and he's not afraid to use it.
That fella no hesitation, because anybody who's competed, who's played, who's just been in a situation where you want to win, right? How many of us have been in that? You watch that animation and all you're thinking about is what do I do to get out of it, right? The whole time you're like, okay, when this is over. That fella didn't think about it at all. He's like, okay, cool, you hit the fatal blow. I'm doing armor to wake up. I have a 2-0 lead. If you read it, you got it. Good job. Do it again. You did it. Like
he hit him with the hardest fuck it we ball right there.
It's,
yeah, Illuminati 3-0 takes over Yakuzza, moves on to guaranteed 4th place. So now Illuminati in the money no matter what. Top 4 payout here tonight. As we're going to be moving on to see Coldest one out taking on DarkTheGoat. A little TLR team kill here.
it's always unfortunate, but when you have a lot of competitors on one team that are all really good, you end up in situations like this.
Oh, wait, never mind. Well, I just got word. We're actually going to be getting our winners final set up here. We're going to be having
I'm down with that too.
Unjust versus Bandinoz going on right now.
Excuse me? Excuse me again? Oh my god.
What's going on, Violets? No, that was pretty perfect timing that up. Just keep us we'll keep us informed, GetReked when you gotta play, and we'll try to play around that. But congratulations on your grand finals placement, GetReked. So we're just waiting on an invite from either Bandinoz or Unjust, so if we get either of that, then we are set to go for our winners finals.
In the meantime, if you guys would like to support, don't forget you've got a couple of options. One, the mobile game Erupt, IRR, UPT, now available on all mobile platforms, including iOS and Android. So if you'd like to donate to the prize pool, exclamation point, donate in the chat, we'll take you straight there. All proceeds from those donations will go straight to the pot. We started at a base level of 250. Let's see how high we can get it together as a community. If you've got some extra cash lying around and you'd like to donate to a great cause, you can check out our GoFundMe campaign that we're running right now for Claire, who is suffering from a lack of bone marrow and needs a transplant. If you have the time and the willingness, please consider dropping a couple of extra dollars in there to help out our friend Claire as she deals with her medical troubles. She's in between jobs right now, so she doesn't have the health insurance to take care of it. So we're trying to help her out as much as we can. We'd be very thankful. Again, don't forget, Shirai Ryu TV content is available on YouTube. If you don't have time to catch the VODs live, you can always catch them later on YouTube. Keep up with all of that action, and don't forget, the more you watch Shirai Ryu TV content, the more it supports the Shirai Ryu TV boys. There's a thing called ad revenue. You guys understand?
And if you guys haven't, make sure you also go support the boy Kevin M. Cologne on his Twitch channel, where he makes fire content, fire events, and, you know, even though Aztec may not believe it, the best purple ranked Yoshimitsu out there.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you what's frustrating me right now, too. I'm working on, like, a YouTube video right now.
Yeah.
And there's so many edits in it that it keeps freaking my computer out, and it's taking me forever to, just get this thing right. I'm, like, 2/3 done with it. Just I have to keep stopping. But it's fine, them's the breaks. Love Kevin's computer. It is getting a little outdated. I do have to spend some money on it soon, but we got, you know, we got other expenses. I got a wife. We got to be considerate. Ladies and gentlemen, in the left corner, finally, Bandinoz pulling out the rain. I've been waiting for this all night.
The Rain Cyrax as well, so you know, a lot of access to really great damage, pressure, and as we saw here, the throw combos as well. And Unjust, with a team nobody has ever seen before, we got the Raiden Kano. You know, arguably one of the most fair teams in the game. No one has ever complained about it.
You can't. What right would you have to complain about it? You know
I mean, honestly, if you lose to, you know, Raiden Kano, you pretty much just got out.
How have you not adapted by now when you see it this all?
Exactly.
That'd be my main.
And we got the constant zoning here from Bandinoz, but at a bit of a life deficit. Might cost him the round here as Unjust. Gonna go straight for the chip out, finds it, taking the first round.
Round 2, fight.
Alright, let's see. Bandinoz is gonna have an attempt to make an adjustment here. Let's see how well that will go for him. In other matchups that Bandinoz might have potentially pulled his Rain out tonight, I think Rain would have been more beneficial in trying to keep your opponent out. Raiden is actually quite obnoxious to keep away. And Bandinoz still one of the few Rains that will take advantage of the Cyrax shell. And I'm in agreement with him. I do think it is still a very, very good shell for Rain. The utility, even though it's not obviously as incredible as it was before, it's still strong enough that I think it warrants use.
Ooh, great hit there on the Kano. Tries to go for the Cyrax net, but the projectile is going to stop it just in time. The constant pressure here from Bandinoz is looking good, but I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good a pressure is. When you got to deal with Raiden Kano, it's just another character that's pressure is just infinitely better.
And at that point, I mean, I'm surprised Unjust even bothered doing a walk-up forward 4 for that. I would have just did Raw Storm Cell at that point. Or sorry, Electromagnetic Storm.
You
gotta get technical. Listen, the fact that it even sounds similar enough to is the reason I'll never let my wife be a Raiden player.
Raiden.
So now,
Alright, we're gonna track here at attempt number 2.
Kung Lao. Kano.
Immediately swapping off the Rain though into the Lu Lao.
What's interesting to me is that as much as Bandinoz is a fan of this Liu Kang shell, I'm surprised he doesn't just consistently start with it more. It's not like he never does, you know? But I feel like with the amount of matches where he's just like, okay, if this thing doesn't solve it, I'm gonna immediately switch. Like, I feel like just play Lou.
And now Unjust off to another big start here with the Raiden Kano.
Nice defense there. And that's the problem, right? You're so worried about when it's coming from Raiden that he just gets to play the stagger game on you.
And it's a matter of just like, do I want to take chip now or more chip that will eventually lead into the big, you know, mind game of Raiden Kano.
You know what I'm saying? Decisions have to be made.
Speaking
right
of
now,
chip,
Unjust looking completely undeterred.
Round 2.
That's just been the story of Unjust. You know, this entire tournament is just just a constant showcase of dominance from him.
Yeah.
On him with the overhead. You know, maybe not one of the better overheads of the game, but definitely with the rest of Raiden's kit, it just seems to be the one that gets the most success.
Ooh, I think that's one of the best 4-2s I've seen from Raiden in a long time.
Chip out territory, gets the flawless block once again. Last chance here for Bandinoz. Gets the complete optimal here in the corner. 6% gets the throw. Not gonna be able to kill, and just does have breakthrough here. And chip out territory for Bandinoz now. Gonna
This
find
is gonna be a tough one.
2-0 lead for Unjust. Looking to get into Winterside Grand Finals, where he finds himself quite often. But Bandinoz, possibly one chance left of stopping Unjust's goal from another Winterside Grands.
Alright, let's see. He tends to kind of party around the roster when trying to solve puzzles like this. I'm very curious what's going to be the last-ditch effort from him.
And it's just run in the mirror.
Anything you can do.
Training method. What
You know, he's starting to adapt into the, if you can't beat him, join him. So if you can't beat Raiden Kano, make him play his own game.
I mean, I get it. Listen, we've all been there, right? Like, I'm going to try to... Please don't take this disrespectful. I don't want to sound like a bitch. But, like, when I got upset and I played Raiden Kano, like, how annoying was that? And I had been playing the thing for 5 minutes when we played.
Yeah,
you know?
it was... I hated it every second of it.
You know what I'm saying? So now imagine, like, you have no high-level competitor that doesn't think to themselves, yeah, this is really easy to do, why don't I just do it? He's going on Urban Snipe thing for the ball. So I'm looking at the one. I had a Just Stream open from before.
I get it. Oh,
I saw that and also thought to myself, where is the scoreboard? I'm just going to close the stream now.
And Unjust,
The launcher.
just, you know, just he's not cooking his gas because he's using an electric stove, but he is still cooking indeed. I also very much like that he delayed the Kano ball to call out the flawless block attempt from Bandinoz. Just like the minute things have been a stark difference in this set. Yeah, speaking of Urban Snipe, appreciate the follow. Well, text and throw, great stuff there from Bandinoz, but still, it's Unjust has just been playing so phenomenally here.
Dropped into the pickup there. You can pick that up, but it is a little difficult.
Yeah, this mind game with Kano has been working out so well for Unjust of just finding ways of stopping those flawless blocks attempts from his opponents by just slightly delaying Kano there. Gets the beautiful whiff punish, not going to be enough.
This is problematic.
Now one touch scenario here. Kano's coming out one more time. gets the call. Doesn't believe in it and chip out territory. Beats out
And
the
he waited,
armor.
too.
That was so smart from Unjust. Takes it 3-0 and will be in winner's side grand finals. Guaranteed top 2 spot here.
Raiden wins.
Man, how fitting that the JP theme is playing as we're looking at Raiden KO.
You do what you must, you know? When you see both competitors just lock into the Raiden Kano piece like that, you start understanding what the meta of this game is very fast, you know?
So up next, we are going to be having DarkTheGoat versus GetReked. Winner of that will be our last player to decide who is in the money to get our top 4 finalized here. Uh-oh, did my game break?
No, you'd have to let me know.
Yeah, I think it did, so we're gonna reset the game really quickly.
And you guys are gonna wait it out and it's gonna be fine. And then there's only so many more matches to witness here, so if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you really get comfortable, dial in, and pay attention to these last couple of matches. Because pretty soon, you know, SRTV content live, it can't go on forever, and you're gonna be upset. That's when you go to the YouTube channel and you get your fix. Leader of lint linking is crazy. I should not look at chat sometimes.
There are times where I look at the chat, see the stuff that's said, it's just like, I wish I could just remove my eyeballs.
Like, it wasn't directed at me, but I'm just upset that I saw that.
Yeah.
You know,
I felt offended for anyone else that I had to read it.
Guys, go back in this Twitch VOD, like later on when you got an opportunity to, like 5 minutes before that happened, and look at that, Kevin. He was happier. He was
So full of life and dreams, and now it's just dead
he was
inside.
he was such a better person before he had to read that.
Oh, I just realized that I forgot GetReked said he's in Grand Finals of Calo, and he might be in that match right now. It had slipped my mind, but yeah, so in the meantime, you can just check out, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and sub to the YouTube channel, you know, !YT. And, you know, we might just do that. You know, I called you YT.
I was gonna say, I'm tan enough. Look, I qualify.
Yeah, we're gonna see if... Is Calo live on YouTube or Twitch?
I know for sure he's live on Twitch at least. I don't know if he's live on both.
Yeah, they
probably,
sometimes. Because if they are live on the Twitch, we are gonna pull it up. I wish I knew how to spell Coliseum.
K-O-L-O.
K-O-L-L. Okay, 2 L's.
No, 1 L.
Oh, it's 1 L?
K-O-L-O-S-S-E-U-M.
Oh, it's Coliseum Studios.
I mean, if anything, just go on Twitch. It's just on Aquaman's channel on Twitch.
Oh, it's Aquaman's channel. I thought it was on... Alright.
On YouTube, I think it's on the Coliseum channel, but here it's yeah. Hold on, Skash, have to wait a second.
Alright. Okay, yeah, so it is currently Grand Finals right now. It is Sunio versus GetReked on the winner side of things. I do not know the score because I don't have it up though. But we did in fact find it.
It's the best mobile game that's available on all mobile platforms. And I'll be real, if you can't afford a phone, Rednose, which I'm concerned about with a statement like that, BlueStacks it.
Alright, here we go. Let me go ahead and, in the meantime, so everybody can watch, we are going to put this down. There you go. Now all of chat can see it.
Not that again.
No. Yeah, we can start that up. Although Studio, you know, oddly enough, Destroyer Sunio now 3 games away from getting tucked in himself tonight.
Yeah, tuck him away and boot up that Helldivers, bro. Yeah, you are right about that. GetReked is going to be going up round number 1 of game number 2 here. Things aren't looking too pretty for Sunio. Shadow kick right back into the corner. Goes for the teleport with the side switch. A lot of staggers here. Plus 13 there. A Motaro throw a little bit over here.
Still on cooldown. He's got him back at my beach ship. Nice reset of the sequence from GetReked, and that will be all she wrote for a 2-0 lead. One away. He actually did the Motaro pop off with Johnny Cage. Did you see that? That was sick.
Johnny Cage wins.
Man, this is wild stuff. GetReked up 2-0. Sunio on the verge of getting eliminated from this tournament, and we are going to have our week 4 Coliseum champion.
And another finalist to boot. We're gonna add his name to the champions list here. And you said that he was also a finalist over at Champions of the Realm?
He is already a finalist in Champions of the Realm.
What a nerd.
Yeah, he's racking them up. He is racking them up. And look, you know, we don't know what these prize pools are going to end up getting to, because I know your series just started. You got another, 4 or 5 weeks to go to get this thing settled in. And like I said, guys, if you want to see these prize pools get fat, you got to contribute to the prize pool. You know, it's definitely not mandatory, but we do appreciate it. It shows how powerful the NetherRealm community is. You know, I don't want to say it, but lately we've kind of been the forefronts of content for Mortal Kombat. And if you guys want to support this stuff, definitely consider dropping a little something into the prize pool. It means a lot to us, and it means a lot to the players.
And thank you guys so much.
What is that, exclamation point Maturino?
You know it. It's also pinned at the top of both chats. So if you guys are in the live audience, just look at the top of both chats. It's sitting right there. We really appreciate it here. Thank you so much. Prize pool is already over $500 here. And what's it sitting at for Champions of the Realm right now, Story?
Last time I checked, I think we just hit 3,000.
My God! That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and it's wild too, man, because like, I don't know, like usually when you run these series, bro, when you get to the finale, that's when it really starts to pop off. You know, that's why the players, like, all the players need to assume the prize pool is going to be fat, because we really can't tell what's going to happen. But a 3,000 prize pool can easily turn into an $8,000 prize pool. Time come to finale.
Indeed, a match point now for GetReked. He wants a piece of that finale. Pop for both series here. Almost a full hype. Almost full bar meter as well. Catches the meanest whip punish you've ever seen. I expect him to load it here and try to style on us here in the end. Yep, here we go. I'm petrified. Hype time?
Yo, end the tournament with a hype combo. End the tournament with a hype combo. You won't.
He has to get him off the breaker first. Has to get him off the breaker first. Oh, came out going for the shadow kick. He has the most successful raw shadow kicks I've ever seen in Destroyer with the breaker. God, it's over! Just like that. GetReked, yo. He's Coliseum champion, yo.
Congratulations, and I hate to say it, but he did it. He did it pretty easy.
All right, that's it for the Colo, ladies and gentlemen. So now that we're back, we're going to go back to our side of the tournament now, as we're going to be getting our next set underway, which will be DarkTheGoat taking on GetReked.
That momentum that's going to carry over for that, I feel like it's going to be so...
It's going to be huge.
Important, yeah. Like, how do you not just be like, yeah, I'm the fucking man? You know, like...
After like such a dominant victory, just to come back in, just be like, yeah, now time to get that run back with Unjust, wants to get all the way back up there.
But is it enough momentum to sort out the Tanya problem? Like, it's been such an active problem for him since I last saw it, and that was so long ago, you know? Where Unjust can kind of just run that team, and it just solves the matchup.
Get one more invite out to GetReked here. Now that we have Dark in the lobby with us.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one.
And the big question is, you know, DarkTheGoat has a variety of characters that we've seen recently. We've seen the Katana, we've seen the Sindel and Melina. You know, we've seen a multitude of the Adenian characters, and it's a matter of, you know, which one is he going to be bringing to the table here.
It still, to me, feels like every time he's not playing Melina Lau, that he's just not operating at full force. Not to say that he's not efficient with the other setups, but it's like 90% of the time I just don't understand why he's not just running this the whole time. I mean, think of some of the matchups we've seen him have, where he's just Melina Lau through the whole, and had like very specific answers to things too. Like, remember we had him fight Unjust, and Unjust tried to pull the Kenshi on him, and that didn't work. You know, he's torn through a fair amount of Johnny's doing this. I don't think people consider this to be like the strongest team in the game. It's in the list of the stronger teams in the game. They don't consider it to be the strongest. I think people should honestly put this higher on the list. Melina Lau is as ridiculous as it gets. It's like maybe not as effective as like Sindel Lau, but it's kind of right under the radar from that team. Yeah,
it's basically the same game plan. With the exception of you don't get the guaranteed setup as you do with Sindel. You're also getting, you know, a 40% hit that leads to a, you know, not quite as good hard to blockable setup.
Yeah, you're definitely choosing the damage over the reset, but. And then, of course, how many people have you seen just run Melina's Scorpion even to grand effect just because of the damage output? Like, Melina Lau isn't that far away from that either. It's a really good middle ground between the two.
Oh, I respect.
Oh, and uses that string because it gets over the hat.
Unfortunately, not going to work this time as GetReked now has DarkTheGoat trapped in the corner, forces the breaker, but GetReked just... Oh, 3-4s again, but gets caught.
And the Shadow Kick gonna get the job done there.
Yeah, that'll be it. GetReked taking the first round here. You know, still off the momentum off that Kalo win, and looks like he wants to just, you know, keep it going through DarkTheGoat here.
King Tento in the chat, what's going on, man?
Yo, the GOAT commentator. I learned how to commentate from him.
This is getting troubling too now because DarkTheGoat keeps trying to use that string to get over the hat, and it's like at a distance now where it's just not working to the effect that he keeps hoping it will.
Yeah, I think GetReked at this point is just waiting for Dark to try and get over the Lau hat and just going for the punish. I guess the multiple hits here, just not able to capitalize off anything, and just GetReked just playing so incredibly patient, just letting Dark just, you know, slowly kill himself here.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not getting the job done the way he's hoping. I guess it's better, right? It forces them to deal with something and evades the hat to like a certain extent, but it seems like a muscle memory tactic that he's too reliant on that he has to find another answer for. I don't think he can just continuously go to it every single time. No!
The patience there from GetReked, yo. Forces the breaker here from Dark. One chance at life here and finds it with the loci.
And look at this too. We just got the update from the side, and that the redemption bracket was taken by His Majesty.
Congratulations to that amazing katana. And now just the Johnny pressure coming in stronger than ever. DarkTheGoat needs to find a way out of this, but it's just the pressure is just too much right now. Yeah, keeps it simple, keeps it unbreakable. And that is going to be first game going to the side of GetReked.
If you go 0-2 in tourney, you can basically play in a redemption bracket. They've done it with doesn't TNS do that?
TNS does it as well.
Yeah.
Hijinks, you should be
familiar with So you can kind of like hold the L as I was about to say. I still gotta play Hijinks in Tekken 2 one of these days. I know he's on it doing some stupid shit. Speaking of Tenkin, Vanity.
Johnny Cage.
Yo, what's going on,
I'll
Vanity?
tell you something. Listen, I've heard Vanity complain about some characters. This chick's playing Xiao Yu and Reina. I don't feel bad.
Buff Azusana. Buff the coffee queen. They need to make...
the Azusana's buff is the coffee.
Make while running 3-2 homing.
Bro, it practically is.
Yeah, but make it true homing.
I was gonna say it practically is. You have such a small window to sidestep. Like I practiced doing it, and if you're like literally a millisecond too late, you just get hit.
What would you say to a little slap and tickle?
And then here's the thing, right? Like if you do that, Yoshi can flash parry it. You think I'm gonna do that?
Yeah.
And now here's the thing, I've done it. You think I'm gonna do it every time?
Yes. Just be a man. Always expect it.
I'm not. I'm a mechanized alien.
I respect it.
Damn, Vanity got a hit list, bro. I didn't think it would be that extensive.
Vanity, meanwhile, is just like one set away from you before adding Yoshi's name to that list. Alright. DarkTheGoat's looking a lot stronger this time around here. It's a lot of big damage coming in. And just set up one more time, but the shadow kick coming in.
Yeah, listen, Vanity, I am too. That's a problem for King players. Look.
I'm just glad
I just learned I had like 7 different grabs. No, when you start getting like steezy with that, Jinx, like, even when you get to high level play where they're used to it, it's hard.
Round 2.
Who's hijinks play, King?
Dragunov.
Oh, okay. You know, that's actually a very hijinks character. That makes sense.
Well, because hijinks is going to look up a game and go, who's the strongest character in this game? And then you look at like the top 5 and pick somebody. So, like,
exactly.
So it's just like, who's top 5 in this game that doesn't get off of your back? The Dragunov's on that list.
Is that not punishable when she does that 3-4?
I don't know the frame date on it. Somebody, I'm actually curious about that too. Does somebody in chat know what that is on block?
It's such like an interesting move that it looks punishable, but just the block stun on it is insane.
I mean, because you usually don't see it that often because this is a very specific utility for it. You know?
Yeah. Alright, pressure coming in here from DarkTheGoat here. GetReked now on the side of Fatal Blow. DarkTheGoat though does have access to Breaker here. Forces the Breaker, and now very tense situation. No meter on the side of DarkTheGoat. Chip out as possible, and he's gonna find it here as GetReked looking very, very, very strong.
The crawl is what made you think he looked cool? I think Dragunov's a cool looking dude too, but I've never heard a Dragunov player say, yeah, I saw him crawl and that was it.
Yeah, he looked dorky as fuck in that crawl, ain't gonna lie.
I was gonna say, the crawl to me is kind of like the cringiest thing he does.
It's funny, especially because Victor and him have that like serious opening intro, and then you just see him crawling. Oh my god, what a pickup from GetReked.
Oh yeah, that was your whole thing, Jinx. You wanted to play the Dagestani? Put him in a gi.
Getting mixed like cake batter is an insane statement, Vanity.
I mean, listen, she lives in America. She's got the right to say whatever she wants.
That's true.
Like, we don't have to agree with it, but we can't stop her.
Now, GetReked, yo, looking to be that last member in the top 4 to be in the money. If he can take one more game, as he's sitting on the 2-0 lead versus DarkTheGoat here.
And of course, Illuminati sitting on the other side of that. And then, once we have the result of that, we will lock in our top 3. We know Mighty Unjust and Bandinoz are already in contention for those spots.
Now, DarkTheGoat's taking some time, thinking things over. Like, do they want to stick with the Melina Lau here? Maybe swap to potentially the Tanya. I knew they do have a little bit of Tanya in their back pocket. And GetReked, as we've seen, has had a bit of a Tanya problem lately.
Yeah, but it's just you want to have to be reliant on that for 3 games. And can you do it as effectively, you know? Because mimicking it just because it works for somebody else doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the same thing, you know?
Johnny Cage.
And I like this. Even if you're just going to stick with the Melina Lau, still great idea of just taking this time to think things over. And huge shout outs to Mr. Aquaman for the raid as we were sitting here in our top 8. Not our winners finals. Thank you for the corrections, Cash. But as we were sitting here in our top 8 losers side, possibly to see if GetReked gets into top 4. On the loser side is DarkTheGoat's going to be making the swap to Ashra Serena here. And yes, Jinx, this is for money. Winner will be in top 4, guaranteed payout.
It's like yes, but also no, but also yeah.
Fight.
Ooh, I like the attempt, but GetReked understands the anti-Ashura tech and immediately gets the counterplay here. Oh my
I
God.
almost forgot that DarkTheGoat had an Ashura. It was like real obvious to me when I see it again, but I almost forgot that he has an Ashura. I'll also probably have to slip away for 2 seconds in like 5 minutes, and then I'm right back.
Yeah, you good. You good. DarkTheGoat's trying to keep things going, but GetReked, just the constant pressure here from Johnny. He's just always keeping DarkTheGoat in check.
Nice patience. Oh no, shadow kick.
Oh my God, what
Okay.
a pickup. He's getting steezy with it here.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, one more round will do it.
Gets
And Dark.
underneath.
Oh!
Punish.
Yeah, Dark Dance is when it gets so freaky. You gotta be real careful with her.
It's
When
like,
she's perked up like this,
yeah, all of that is plus, if I'm correct, right?
guys, I've been a little dialed out for a while, so I gotta reference you.
I believe, if I remember correctly, when she does a lot of this cancel stuff, she's generally plus on block in Dark Stance.
Ooh, nice check.
Yeah, try to keep it optimal, especially since he's still in Dark Stance here, but now, back into the Light Stance, a lot of plus frames, and finds the opening to be taking the rounds here. Final round of Game 3. GetReked, 1 round from taking the set, whereas DarkTheGoat is 1 round from staying alive in the tournament. Yakko, bro? Is that what we're about right now? First time coming in the chat today? That's what we're talking?
I mean, listen, shoot or shoot. Alright, that nut punch in the corner is gonna lead into safe jump shenanigans.
And then just the constant harassment here with the Kung Lao. Just DarkTheGoat's having so much trouble finding that way of just taking that turn back here.
Nice patience. Yeah, you gotta continue to smother her if you can. You let her get out of this situation, it gets so difficult so fast.
Yeah, that runaway game from Ashura, very, very great. Gets the forward throw here, gonna alleviate some of the pressure, but you're still in the corner. You need to find a way out here. And the hard to blockable forces the breaker. Last opportunity here for DarkTheGoat here.
Oh, that was, yes, not the conversion he was hoping for. Punish on the forward 3, yeah.
Finish her.
And that will be it. GetReked, sending DarkTheGoat home in 5th place. Guarantees that top 4 spot and will be up next to take on Illuminati to see who meets Bandinoz in losers finals.
Oh, that's my dinner bell. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, go for it. GetReked, if you can hear, just stay in the cough. Because I'm just going to go ahead and send the invite to Illuminati. Alright, never mind. GetReked has left, so we'll have him send the invite out to Illuminati and myself. But if you guys enjoy what you're watching, make sure to leave a follow on the channel, and you can also check out how our previous tournaments have went on the YouTube, !YT. You guys can see how all of these players have been doing lately. So drop subscribe over on the channel there. It is free and gives us support that we put back into the player prize pools. Speaking of the prize pools, if you guys would like to donate, you guys !donate there. You guys can send however much money you want. Nothing goes to our pockets. Everything goes right back towards the players. So if you guys want to support that way, you guys can. And we're going to be jumping in right now as we got both players in here. We got Illuminati taking on GetReked.
Kung Lao, keeper of time.
Everyone here, as we're going to be seeing game 1. Illuminati slowly pushing GetReked into the corner. Constant plus frames. Not able to get that opening, but amazing patience there from GetReked. Not able to fully get out of the corner here, but back throw, but he gets the tech. Beautiful anti-air from Illuminati. Full combo. Doesn't go for the ender though. Goes for a little reset. GetReked just so good at snuffing out these overheads from Illuminati as the pressure continues. Once again, every time Illuminati has gone for this overhead, GetReked has been unstoppable with shutting that down. Projectiles coming in once again, dodges the Goro call and gets the conversion here. Lau available for him. 35% in the corner. It's a very scary situation, especially with Lu Lau. Full combo conversion coming in once again. 26%, and the damage continues to rack up here as he's going to find the opening. Forces the breaker. Last chance situation here, and the projectile will do it. GetReked going up 1-0 versus Illuminati.
Liu Kang wins.
Okay, apologies for that.
We're good. Welcome back. We got GetReked sitting at a 1-0 lead here versus Illuminati. The Lu Lau looking incredibly strong versus his Lau Goro team.
Damn, but does it stink though?
Protector of
You know, Kevin's asking the real questions here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Thank you for the info, but really,
Yeah, do it stink.
but what we really need to know. And he's doing stuff, and that's great, but
Plus frames coming in once again, uses the Lau hat. Illuminati trying to get something going here with the Lau, but GetReked's patience here has just been so good. Full combo conversion with the Lau coming in.
trying so hard to open this quietly.
Goes for the safe jump, but the delayed wake up from Illuminati is going to keep him safe there.
Hey, nice. Here's the toss. That Shaolin Monk's combo, man.
Yeah, tries to go for the safe jump once again, but the delayed wake up and the armored wake up working so well for Illuminati.
Hey, man, and the name of the game is degeneracy.
Oh no, this should be it for the round. Amplified projectile on the flying kick. Oh no, just barely, not enough. Illuminati's got one more chance here. Has to play this incredibly patient, incredibly safe.
The only reason I'm not sleeping on the possibility is because we've watched him make these comebacks before.
Yeah, especially with that amplified dive kick. Not gonna work out this time though. GetReked taking another round, but put himself in the corner. So this could be incredibly good for Illuminati if he can find an opening, which he does right here. God, such a simple opening for 40% is insane. As he finds another one and forces that breaker immediately from GetReked as soon as he's able to.
Beautiful anti-air.
Illuminati all night has just been so good at scouting out these anti-airs, and it's just been working out phenomenally for him every single time as he just takes that round pretty convincingly.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of his sets feel like everybody tends to find an answer for him at some point through the set, but he's just so slippery.
Now GetReked trying to play that zone again one more time. Illuminati finding a great answer, goes for the dive kick, trying to make some space, but just this great awareness of how Illuminati wants to be moving in is so good from GetReked.
Nice patient.
This projectile trade once again, working out in Illuminati's favor, but not able to close the screen much.
Slow walk down. Trying to be very careful not to overextend. Ooh, okay, hold on, this is big.
That's 30% here. Last opportunity of the game for both players. chip out territory
Still
here
has,
for
still has a
Illuminati.
chance.
The overhead catches! Fatal blow, that should be it. Illuminati's gonna put one on the board here.
What do I keep saying? Like, how guaranteed did that match seem? Okay, so be patient, just get my one hit. I can chip him out if anything.
You know, Illuminati was out of health, but it wasn't out of options. As he gonna tie up the set here. Juan to Juan.
That's the problem with competitors like this, especially when it introduces that stress factor of you cannot give them, you can't slip up once, because it could turn into something like that.
Hey, yo, hold the phone. We just got a $50 donation from Double Knives, bringing this pot up to $300. Yo, shout outs to Double Knives for that very generous donation. $300 on the line here for our competitors.
How much longer will Raiden be champion until someone more worthy takes his place?
Yo, thank you so much, Double Knives.
Round one.
Yeah, GetReked and Illuminati, they hear the $300 and you know the sweat just rises even further.
Remember, we're in the money now.
Yeah, everyone in here is guaranteed a cut of that, you know, a piece of that cake. Now they're just fighting for who gets the bigger piece.
Challenge Shimei.
Every time I see that move, I know it's challenge shimmy. I keep thinking it's challenge shuffle though.
It's, I mean, honestly, if they would have named it that, that probably would have been better, but we gotta work with what we got, you know?
Yeah. And just the constant pressure from Illuminati. It would look, when this set first started, it was looking so GetReked's way. And now just Illuminati is just made that amazing adaptation. And of course, as I say that, look, you know, GetReked, just amazing combo right here. Possibly could take it, but this is a mashing minigame right here.
Yeah, I mean, in the least, this is a guess your game scenario. It's gonna be stressful.
Oh my god.
Like, wow.
Just that decision making, and using Goro, you know, Goro doesn't have a big timer, but using him for the projectile blocker was a smart idea, but it wasn't able to much to come off of it, as GetReked can be taking the first round off of a beautiful comeback.
It also does mean that now you're gonna have to operate without him for a bit, which is also gonna make things worse.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the recovery time on Goro. Just it's one of the slowest recovering cameos in the game, and when he's not on the field, you really feel that. Oh, what a call out on the dive kick there.
And the second he became available again.
Yeah, that's the big thing about Illuminati, is that he's very knowledgeable on his cameo, and as soon as he has it, he makes sure that you know it's there.
Well, yeah, because when he runs this team so much, it's like you've almost got like a hidden radar in your subconscious that lets you know like he should be back by now.
And once again, you know, GetReked got the back throw, tried to steal the corner, accidentally messed up and didn't hold Lao long enough, tried to jump out, and once again, Illuminati scouting that jump every single time. He's just not been able to jump for free against Illuminati.
Nice duck. That does nullify his ability to approach, which I think is what he really wanted out of that exchange.
That was
the nipple twister.
To get past there, but worked out. Goes for the safe jump opportunity, knows that he's going to delayed wake up, and then mixes it up.
Oh, it beats it out.
And that's going to be the game. GetReked 2-1 over Illuminati. And, you know, this was looking mostly Illuminati that game, but GetReked just, you know, clutched up, found every single answer he needed, and now is one game away from meeting Bandinoz in losers finals.
I mean, listen, these characters do damage. Like, you can. This is one of those matchups where you have to be very, very thoughtful about how you want to approach your opponent, because 2 mistakes is essentially the round.
Now, what is going to be the adaptation from Illuminati? We've seen the Lao as multiple options before against multiple opponents, such as DarkTheGoats and Bandinoz, but we're not going to see it here. We're going to just stick with the Lao Goro. It's been working out exceptionally well for him so far. And it's just
yeah, I get it too, because it's as much as it increases his zoning and gives him a more expanded like toolkit like that. you're still really not gonna outzone Lu Lao doing Lao, you know?
Yeah.
So you might as well stay dedicated to the game plan of just really optimizing what happens when you get it. If anything, I would say maybe if you wanted to make some switch and kind of middle ground that, you could go for like the Lao Sonya pick. Because you can still get those conversions and you have her rings and she can be a projectile shield for you as well.
Yeah.
But I think with what he's trying to do, Goro is still like the best option.
And just the constant post. Oh my god, what an anti-air.
Excuse me.
Hits him with the concussion anti-air.
Is it actually called concussion?
I'm pretty sure it's called concussion. Someone can correct me.
Oh man, it's stuck under. So it starts getting treacherous.
Also plus frames here. And now GetReked in trouble here as Illuminati is feeling the momentum here. Round number 2, 1 hit away. Basically, you know, with Kung Lao's damage, this is basically a one-touch scenario and she's possibly tying up the set.
I mean, listen, he could finesse that dive kick again. He could pretty much secure it.
Passing the sweep one more time. Trying to bait GetReked into believing that overhead's coming, but you know he's just getting as much free damage as he wants here. Oh no, that should be the round. Yeah, and kept.
I was gonna say he could break, but he'd have to believe so much in the next thing. And it's essentially be like, how many times are you gonna get past loop projectiles without having to block one? And it was rough too because he mostly ended up in that situation. That's what we talk about the importance of Goro. He did not have Goro to push offense the way he normally would, so he had to solo Lao pressure him, and it just wasn't enough.
From GetReked, 22%. Oh, Goro with the save, not able to get conversion though. Gets himself wisely out of there with the dive kick.
He might have got the pressure if he would have stood on top of him too. I don't think GetReked was prepping to answer with anything.
I think I did see him go for a up block there, but it was just in a matter of like, hey, I don't want to risk anything. We'll just get out and reset the neutral here. Gets the back throw here. Gonna call in the Kung Lao for the combo. Not going to be enough to kill, but this is still a very good situation here for GetReked.
Yeah, this is going to be as close to impossible as you can get. That overhead getting blocked is really big. Yeah, just fine.
Just too much for him to handle, and that's going to be GetReked eliminating Illuminati into 4th place. You know, went home, but he's not going home empty-handed. He will be taking home some of that prize pool. But GetReked,
that has been increased!
Yeah, it has been increased by 50 from the amazing donation from Double Knives. Now I'll be seeing, can GetReked further the amount of cash he will be taking home? Or is Bandinoz going to shut down the dream here and now as we enter losers finals?
Only 2 more sets to go for the night, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've been enjoying the content so far. Again, don't forget, if you'd like to participate in one of these Shirai Ryu Sundays, we've got a incredible amount of options to do so. Follow us on YouTube or Twitter. I keep leaving. Yeah, he don't want the smoke. He don't want the smoke. You got to get back for that Unjust rematch, man.
You gotta
stay dialed in. Stay in there. That fella's trying to leave a Laptanya real quick. Yeah, registrations go up Tuesday and Wednesday, roughly every week. Just stay following us on our socials, over on Twitter, or join our Discord channel to stay up to date with that if you'd like to participate. Again, if you guys would also like to donate, our pod is now sitting at $300. If you want to up it a little bit for these competitors, !donate will get you there. We got some more things to advertise, but we're getting pretty close to the action here. We'll bring them up momentarily. For now, Bandinoz versus GetReked. And ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm getting to witness some Bandinoz rain. So it's a good afternoon for your boy.
Come rain, come shine. Your ass is mine. You're dry.
Rain is really one of those characters for me that I would love to play him and he's so cool, but I just can't work out that middle line of having fun with him and dealing with all the weird stuff. So I enjoy so much getting to watch other high-level Rain players play him and just live vicariously through them.
Yeah, and we're seeing... Now, last time we saw Bandinoz playing Rain, he was on that Rain Cyrax. We're actually seeing him now this time on the Striker, and this is actually my favorite pairing from Bandinoz. He's Rain Striker has so much interesting stuff with the resets.
Walk me through some of it, because I'm not as familiar.
So a lot of the combos that he has will lead into stand 1 into Striker restand. And he has really scary mix when it comes to going for that forward 3 overhead, or as we saw just a little bit ago, how he can cancel the forward 3 straight into a grab, and with Striker grenades, it just allows him to get so much pressure and setups off of it. Oh, the parry's gonna work!
That one hurt.
That, yeah,
It was one of the worst ones too, because you saw the parry animation flash, and there was no question that Rain was so cooked in the middle of startup frames. Like,
it's round 1. Bandinoz gets hit by the parry, comes to the chat and says GG's.
Damn, I look good. Round 2, fight.
But, you know, very, very heartbreaking loss on that first round there from Bandinoz. GetReked, you know, taking full momentum off of it, but unfortunate whiff there. Bandinoz forcing his breaker to come out there. Oh my god, if you ever tech that throw, you're actually a god amongst men, or you're just a masher. There's no way that you're predicting that he's gonna cancel that overhead into a throw.
Nut punch, hard blockable setup. Look at the distance on that air to air as a contest.
Jesus. And now full bar of meter here for Bandinoz as a life deficit versus Johnny. Oh my god, just the shadow kick from downtown. It's the back throw.
Little toss here. Oh, just squeeze out the extra damage while we can. I get it. So I'm curious if it would have been more benefit, if it's even possible to do this, right? In a similar fashion to Baraka, where Baraka Striker, where you get knocked down from something like that, Strikers time specifically to meaty them. But I could see the timing and the spacing on doing it off of that back throw being awkward too. But if it would have been possible for him to like make him hold nades and then jump and then do whatever, that could have been a big difference.
Yeah, here's my train of thought of why he does it. Is he wants to keep GetReked close for that strike throw game plan, and Rain's back throw just basically throws them full screen. So the reason he does that is to keep them close. But GetReked just still managing to keep things going, gets the round and the game, and now Bandinoz cycling through a bunch of characters here. And looks like we're going to be seeing the mirror match that no one's ever seen in their lives before. We're seeing
I will say too, like, there's a thing where a lot of times you see competitors constantly switch characters on losses, and it gets like scary, right? Like I'll see players do that, and I'm like, oh, he's just not comfortable. Bandinoz is one of the few when he does it, you're just like, oh, this is part of the course.
Yeah. But, you know, you can imagine, GetReked probably, more than anyone else, is very well experienced in the Johnny Cage mirror. You know,
of course.
There's a reason why he's sitting here in Losers Finals, in the lead of the set. And I would say, one of the most dominant rounds we've seen of the tournament here from GetReked.
Jesus. Well, I mean, I will say, you know, just for the sake of argument in similar fashion, there's got to be a reason Bandinoz believes he can make this work, you know?
Yeah. Gonna be seeing
it's like the same thing. A lot of times when he's switching these characters, like who's he switching to? Johnny. He's switching to Raiden. You know, like
yeah. We've seen Liu a couple times from him as well. Oh, beautiful reaction there with the shadow kick. Gets the anti-air. Doesn't get the conversion off of it though. GetReked is going to take full advantage of that into the safe jump
here.
You have to. Calls out the parry attempt. Big damage. And just like that, goes for the chip out. Finds it. GetReked as quick as the first round went. The second round came just as fast. 2-0 lead for GetReked. 1 round away from meeting Unjust once again in Grand Finals.
Listen, we talked about the importance of that momentum as it would carry him over from that other event. And that other event's so disrespectful from Coliseum to here. And the way it would reinvigorate his want to get that run back against the mighty Unjust. It's like he just a Colo. You got to think about the dopamine hit, the adrenaline rush, right? And especially too when you alleviate that stress with something big like that, you get to play so much calmer. And for some people, that's so important. I don't think people really realize with a lot of these competitors, while they're like less nervous than like the average player because they're in these positions so often where they can deal with the stress better, it doesn't mean that the stress is not there, you know? But a nice little victory like that to calm your nerves.
And now,
listen, I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel I'm watching GetReked just operate at flow state right now.
Yeah, it's just completely. It's like basically you're watching the Avatar, and he just went into like that Avatar state here. We're seeing a character swap from Bandinoz one last final time, going with the Scorpion Striker. You know, a little MK Javier showing up here. Oh, big opening coming in. Could
how much damage are you gonna get for this? Let's see.
Was this really just all he needed this entire time? Was just going with Scorp Striker versus GetReked?
Well, that increased range that you get for a lot of Scorpion stuff can be problematic to John. Like, if you can push him out, you don't always have to deal with that. And then, of course, I was just about to bring up, if he's in your face, if you get a turn and you can activate Death Spin, you can keep him kind of just locked down in your mind games for a very long time. So there are a lot of answers to deal with Johnny here, but it's going to be more about Bandinoz relying on his ability to control the space at which these two are boxing now.
Gets the back throw here and now. GetReked. Maybe a little bit of unfamiliarity here. You know, not a lot of people are out here playing Scorpion. Could be a big factor of why Bandinoz is doing so well here. Let's GetReked trying to find his way in. Gets the hit. Not able to convert off of it, though.
Alright, nice here. Gonna keep locking this down. This is looking pretty one-sided. He's, again. Never mind.
That was... That was disgusting from Bandinoz. And, you know, after that last game of GetReked looking super dominant, I think it's Bandinoz trying to return to sender with his own dominant game.
No part of me expected this to be the character switch that was going to be problematic this late into the set.
Yeah, he did.
I look at that entire roster. I think of all the characters Bandinoz knows how to play, no part of me goes, Scorpion is going to solve it.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
You haven't lived until you've walked the red carpet. Fame is but a fleeting mirage.
Round one.
And now...
What a bar also. Can we say flame is but a fleeting mirage? Oh my god. He's hot and he's smart.
But now, Striker comes in for the clutch save. Not able to get the conversion, but Bandinoz looking incredible right now with this Scorpion pick. Some would say would arguably have been saying, you know, a bottom 5 character, one of the worst characters in the game, but Bandinoz trying.
But I'll be honest though, if you have a very strong fundamental Scorpion, it's really hard to deal with him.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. GetReked just trying desperately to get this opening. You know, he does have the life lead, but outside of perks and throws, hasn't really been able to get much going here on Bandinoz. Oh my god, and the anti-air though, off the top.
That was such a beautiful attempt to like escape that situation, but a just as beautiful anti-air to deal with it.
And the patience here from both players has just been incredible. Gets the throw to trade with the striker grenades.
Oh my god, so many exchanges have happened in the span of 15 seconds.
Almost got the full combo, but spends the bar here. Full spear catches. Yeah, just keeps it simple. Doesn't have the bar to get anything further, but gets a guaranteed 30. That is beautiful knowledge there from GetReked, knowing that he can get the shadow kick off the back three.
And again, right, this is the whole concern. It's this right here that has changed the matchup in its entirety. Having to be very careful about your approach solely because you cannot run into the spear.
Calls him out. Is that going to be enough to kill? It is. 27% with this help of Striker there. Now one round.
And I say this with the most respect that I have for Bandinoz, because you guys know I've been gassing about the whole time. How are we still here?
Yeah.
Like, how is this match still happening? This was over 3 minutes ago.
Beautiful duck there from GetReked. Full combo coming in. 37% into the setup here. Just this patience.
Oh, the up block.
Great up block. Forces the breaker from GetReked. Breaker on the side of Bandinoz. So 2-touch scenario here for GetReked to call the set. Just keeps catching him out with that string ender.
And it's the confidence in the decision making as well. Right? You've always got to be concerned about what the opponent's going to do, but both of these players. Oh! That should be it.
It's the double spendage of bar on the spear. May not have been the most smart decision there from Bandinoz, but he still has to hold it. GetReked with a 3-1 victory. Takes down Bandinoz, sends him home in 3rd place. GetReked will be facing off against the mighty Unjust, the mighty Juice in Grand Finals.
The mighty Juice. The mighty Juice. Alright, we come now to the culmination of all of the action that we've witnessed tonight as we prepare for this last match in Grand Finals. Well, but you know, counting the reset potentially. The mighty Unjust and GetReked attempt to settle their differences. This grand finale, GetReked coming in on loser's side. You guys know the rules. It's going to be up to GetReked to try to not only eliminate Unjust, but to do it twice.
Now,
and Unjust is going to be coming in with one big solution for GetReked. So the question is going to be, knowing that, how does he plan to overcome this hurdle?
Yeah, the biggest question is how much has he learned about Tanya Goro since the last time him and Unjust met? And that will be the deciding factor of who takes the set.
Tanya.
Yeah, as we see, no surprise. It's like everybody's waiting for that. The pressure on GetReked to think about his solution here.
Johnny Cage. Kung Lao. Goro. Chameleon. The fight.
So we're going to be seeing the Chameleon coming out of GetReked here. Not going to be seeing the Johnny Lao. So we're going for the arguably better pairing here for Johnny Cage and see how that tests against Tanya Goro.
And the thing is, there's a lot of great answers that Chameleon introduces, but again, right, it's dependent on that timing. A little too slow to pick up off the glaives. But the glaives are a great deterrent for Tanya. It helps you deal with her at distance, get pick up from anyone else. The fan lift, you can overcommit to options and then always protect yourself. Melina, ridiculous mix on top of the strike throw pressure you always have to hold. Don't forget the damage reduction too, which we tend to see less from Chameleon users, but is always there.
Yeah, instant damage reduction for, I believe, the first hit of a move, and then we'll automatically swap Chameleon into another form. And you know, another thing that people don't remember about Chameleon is that after utilizing her, you can force her to instantly swap to a different form if you don't like the form that she's currently in.
Yeah, which is when I practiced with her, kind of like what I was doing was kind of like forcing exchanges to go for flowchart setups in ways where the timing was consistent, but a lot of people just kind of tend to let her rotate through her options.
Right now, Unjust showing business, same as usual. It doesn't matter your cameo, it doesn't matter your character. I'm going to function the exact same way I was before, and you know, GetReked took exception to that.
And don't forget too, the Jade Glow also has like a very strong amount of utility. I think the biggest thing is that the glaive is so good that people tend to just prioritize that over the glow. But there is something to being full screen, knowing that Tanya has this kind of like fireball game that you can kind of just nullify.
Plus one comes in, glaive gonna be missing.
Pushes her past. The fact that there's even answers for this in here, and then Unjust again continuing to push the pace.
It goes to show how much time he's put into this game, just to know just the very minute details depending on the character that you're playing or even the cameo. He just always has an answer to it. Beautiful opening here from GetReked. Last ditch opportunity of this round. Can he find beautiful parry there on the armor? Not able to get a punish, but stops himself from a potential chip out here. 100%, puts him back at full screen. Uses Katana just for an extra projectile here.
Oh, tries to bait the up block.
Overhead, is that going to catch him? It will!
Yeah. That is round secured. We talked about GetReked making adaptations. I don't even know if it was necessarily defensive adaptation as much as the Weibo was interesting. Just the pressure, man.
And, you know, this has been a stark difference from the last time that GetReked and Unjust had met in, I believe, this top 8 winner side. You know, it was looking... Unjust had everything down to a T. He had GetReked completely downloaded, and now this time it looks like GetReked learned from their last set and basically challenged everything Unjust did and did it successfully.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a big difference maker here, right? Now we know he's capable of doing this. It's a question of consistency now. Because doing it for one round is impressive, but doing it for a whole set is a lot harder.
And not only that, even if, you know, he wins the set, he still has to win a second one on top of that in order to take this tournament versus Unjust. So now you don't only have to beat him 3 times, you gotta beat him 6 times.
See how much more difficult Unjust is to make that. Another great start for GetReked here.
Oh, that was...
Oh, a little too slow on the draw there.
A lot of meter from both of them for a lot of nothing that happened. Love the patience here, but Unjust still going to be finding the answer, still getting that pressure going. Not able to get much off of it, but gets the back throw here.
Notice how Unjust is like never committing to that forward 2-1-1-2. It's like trying to check at distance, see where he's at, get himself a little feel. Doesn't want to get parried. Yeah, I was going to say at some point he has to do it though.
Oh my god, the pressure and the damage calls out the Jade Glaive there. Stops him from getting chipped out here, but still manages to find it as GetReked. 3rd round in a row he is taking off of Unjust.
Nice, doesn't give him the up block scenario again.
Oh my god, the pressure, but Goro's not available. That's going to hurt him here. Not able to get the side swap, and I think that's what he was expecting.
Oh, okay. Find an up block finally. How much can we turn it into?
Falls out. Calls out the glaive one more time. And just Unjust has been so smart of knowing when that Jade is coming and has just been on top of the counter call.
Alright, here's the toss.
Oh my, that was the manliest down 2 I've ever seen. Put that
That's an Umgadi, okay? It was,
I mean,
it's stronger than the manliest down 2 you've ever seen.
I apologize, I apologize.
It was a down 2 with the ancestors behind it. Imagine if I punched you with the force of my whole family. Beautiful anti-air. Oh, and this is concerning for me if you're a GetReked fan because the momentum halt immediately this early, I don't think is great.
Unjust really came out here saying, like, yeah, you won Coliseum and that's cute and all, but you're facing against the guy that has won this exact tournament 4 times in a row. And he's, you know, showing him why he was able to do that as he beautifully takes game 2, puts himself on the map, and ties the set here.
Looks pretty good doing it as well. Oh, so I had to crack my elbow. I feel like Havoc, bro. My arm locked a little bit. I was like, all right, come on. Let's go to the Chaos Realm.
Can you imagine if people could do that? It's like, yeah, you got like a stiff arm, it's not really moving, you just rip it off and just regrow a new one.
Corrupted forest.
There's a universe where that's cool, but you know I'm not like a horror guy, so
yeah,
I'm good with just cracking it the way I just did.
How do you do it? Do you like push it, or do you just like snap your arm out really fast to do it?
So I snapped my arm out, like I'll straighten my arm,
yeah,
and kind of flex it. That'll get in a certain amount of the way, and then it didn't feel like done, and then I kind of like braced it against the chair and pulled on it a little more.
Oh yeah.
To get like that last bit.
I'll snap the arm out. If it doesn't work, then I like turn it to the side really quickly, and if like the first option doesn't work, the second one usually gets it.
So I'll do that rotation, but I'll like brace it against my leg and kind of, you know, it's like I'll lean it on something and just.
Yeah.
Which I'll be real, I've been cracking my knuckles for years. For a lot of people, if you haven't been doing it the same way, don't do the stuff that I'm doing. Hyperextending your joints, you know.
Never a good idea.
It's not the greatest idea. But I have like an extra bit of flexibility because I've done it. I can get away with it a little bit.
The backdoor coming in from Unjust. Fatal blow on the table here.
It's actually just a napalm strike, bro. That's a 5 kill streak he does at her back. Just predator missile.
Oh yeah, look, just does it again. She just always has access to it. Beautiful jump.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was really worried. Like I saw the little magic pixel, but you know how those situations are where you get a little too thirsty for it and you get caught up. I was like, please just take it slow.
Yeah, Unjust was waiting on the armored wake up there, but you know, GetReked was very smart and aware about that option. Jump back out the punish, and now we're sitting here with a beautiful parry. Finally just finding an answer to that forward 2-1 string and getting full capabilities out of it.
No one whiffs on that wake up. Molina sent out at distance. I don't know if he did that on purpose.
I mean,
maybe he thought it could chase.
Yeah, that's what I was...
It's hard with Chameleon to tell, because it's like sometimes the option they end up getting would also be good, but it was just like a matter of timing and it switched on them.
Sitting here, Molina on the ready again, about to swap over to Jade though. Not gonna even be a factor though, as that punish on the parry works out here for Unjust.
And then just randomly gets the jump kick, gets the job done. Oh my god!
Oh, the down
it works.
whiffs out. Not gonna be enough to kill here, but this will be giving GetReked the life lead. Oh, I just realized that the side things on Tanya's head got taken away, and it looks really weird. Oh, beautiful shadow kick there on the anti-air. GetReked sitting
on the board, man.
Bracket reset point. It looks like he's managed to fight against his Tanya demon, and he's starting to come out on top here.
I mean, this is the thing. You know how these competitors are. They'll hold the loss a couple of times while they're sorting out a process, but they can't do it forever. Their egos won't allow them, and I don't mean ego in a disrespectful way. Just like if you want to be the best, at some point you're like, yeah, I got to sort this out. I can't keep letting this fella do this to me. I watched it personally at an MKNJ. I have a friend of mine, Wraith, really good Shang player, that like smoked Gur 1 week. Again, all respectfully, right? And then Gur came back the next week and just it was not the same at all. You know, like he went home. What you could tell with the mindset, I'm never letting this happen again. You know.
Okay, parry there from GetReked as he just finds multiple answers to dealing with this Tanya.
Pick up again, little Skadooski slam. Oh, free pickup. Oh, the drop! I noticed it was gonna drop too because I seen the game. I was like, oh, that don't look right. I'm curious why it is that he like consistently bags him while he's trying to wait on his like. They get into this respect thing and he just starts bagging.
I don't know, but it's yeah, he's doing it again.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know that necessarily he's doing it like disrespectfully, but I do feel like something happens where he gets worried. Or for all I know, he is bagging him. Oh my god, empty jump into buttons? Sure. Like, why not?
Bracket reset point here for GetReked, yo. If he can win this, he will put Unjust in the losers bracket, and they will have to play in one more first to 3. Unjust trying to see if he can prevent that from happening, though.
Nice here. Oh, drops the pickup again. Almost got punished for it. He's actually so lucky that he didn't get hit harder for that.
Oh, tries to get the side swap, but unfortunately drop there. This is exactly what Unjust needs. No, not going to be enough to kill, and gives GetReked an opportunity to bring this one back now. Wow, what a pickup there from Unjust.
I will kill necessary. Final round, fight.
And it's the thing to like It's one of those common sense commentator things, but if you're Unjust, you'd rather this be over sooner than later, you know?
Yeah.
The more opportunities GetReked has to figure out how to beat this, and it seems like he's starting to clock into it a little bit, the less your game plan works. Ideally, even if it's a problem you've got to deal with for next week, it'd be greater to let him practice it up until next week and sort out how to change your game plan by then. Ooh, okay. The Coochie Copter.
You know, I'm gonna let
Listen,
that
blame
one
Mortal Kombat versus DC for that.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman had the original Coochie Copter. Tanya has
You sounded like Squad right now, and I don't like it.
Listen, guys, go back to Mortal Kombat versus DC. Wonder Woman started the trend, and Tanya is carrying her legacy. I'll tell you too, in Injustice 3, I kind of want to pick up Wonder Woman.
I was starting to pick her up in Injustice 2.
Towards the end of 2, you know, like you have like your characters during your game and then your Necro characters.
Yeah.
My Necro characters, I started playing Blue Beetle, and I was gonna start picking up Wonder Woman.
I was a Darkseid at the start of 2, and then I was actually picking up Wonder Woman as well at the end of it because she was actually genuinely fun. But right now, tied up in Grand Finals. Kevin, do you know where we're going here?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, this is Grand Finals. On the left-hand corner, we have GetReked Yo. On the right-hand corner, we have the mighty Unjust.
I'm gonna kill my sister.
Set to face off in a game 5!
I forget how
Starfire and Black Canary, nobody feels bad for you, Vanity. That is...
I keep forgetting how loud it gets when you do it.
I got my microphone setting set up, you know? We try to match. Hey guys, can we ask that SRTV does like a... Actually, no, not SRTV. Poseidon. Can you make a top 100 Game 5 commentators list?
Oh, dude.
I feel like it would be easier than the top 100. A lot less research, you know? Just... Maybe top 10, you know?
Yeah, top 10 Game 5 list. You're easily top 3. After that last one, easily top 3.
I'm hoping so. I think I forgot my last one. I think that was a contender too. I'm just gonna keep putting them up on the board and then hoping that this happens.
Well, speaking of top 3,
end of season leaderboard.
GetReked Yo currently looking to finish the top 3 games he needs to get this bracket reset as he's sitting on set point here.
Fuegos is great.
That's the bandit special.
Alright, hold on. It may not be over yet.
Back throw coming in. This is so unfair, dude. She's definitely boosting to get all of these Predator missiles.
Oh, he didn't get more of a pickup off of that. That's actually upsetting. Are we gonna spend it? Yeah,
we are gonna spend it. Not gonna
we
kill,
need to catch
but
up
just
here.
get that damage out.
It's the combination of guess for game plus the amount of chip that she introduces, and still having Goro usage to kind of try to force those exchanges. Like you could very much like forward 2, 1-1-2 Goro call out, forward 2, 1-1 down back 4. If you could get him to like block one more thing.
Yeah, and speaking of Goro, I mean you saw how much. Ooh, is that it? No, not quite enough to.
No, specifically because it's Katana.
Yeah, chip out territory here, dunks it, and Unjust now double set point here. We have either reset from GetReked or tournament point here from the mighty Juice.
That's actually so upset. It's so hard too. And everyone's felt that like situation, right? Like you have the game in the cup. It's actually one of the problems that like I've personally been working on for myself competitively. Like not rushing yourself when you have game just because you can see that you have it, you know? Because sometimes rushing yourself, you know, I'm saying this to a crowd of people who understands everything I'm saying. This isn't news to you guys. But that's what kills you, right? Is that impatience. I need the victory now. Instead of I can get the victory in a couple of seconds. And it was a wise call for GetReked to attempt the shadow kick. But it was an impatient call.
And now Unjust, full momentum after that last little robbery here, is sitting at a one-touch scenario. GetReked forces himself out of the corner here, but it's looking a little grim.
That's a buff. It's called, yeah, it's going to be game, set, match. He's not going to get breaking time.
Oh,
actually,
no,
he will!
does, just barely. This could be final. Oh, unfortunate, though. He wanted Katana, swapped to Melina last second, and that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. The mighty Unjust, once again, will be coming back as your Shirai Ryu Sunday champion.
What a wonderful set, man. Has Unjust won an SRS before? It's crazy.
Yeah, no, this is his first ever SRS he's competed in.